in, everyone. How are you doing, Brian White? How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, today we are going to be talking about the right order to building wealth. Understand that whenever we talk about wealth, right, we're talking about five types of wealth. And of course, whenever we're talking about whenever we're talking about money, money is not the goal. Financial freedom is the goal. So if you're just chasing money, then you're not building wealth, okay? You're chasing money alone, Emmanuel, Badu, Mike, right? We already know, right? What then whenever we talk about building wealth, it simply means that you are building the five types of wealth. I'm going to be talking about that today. And guess what? We're also going to be talking about the right order to building wealth. So it means that when there's the right order, it also means that there's the wrong order to building wealth. That's what it means. And we're going to also be talking about investing today. Evergreen, green as well. Yes, we're going to be talking about the right order to building wealth. And we know exactly what we need to do. Olenga, welcome in. We tap out the live, we'll get the class started as soon as we get a 5,000 taps and 50 shares. And if you're just meeting me, welcome to the $1 Million League. Like you can see MDL in front of Dr. Sajay's name, right? That is the $1 Million League. That is the community of the millionaires, people that are already millionaires in dollars. So you have some high net worth individuals here. Kobe, so you will find some people like that here. People that are already millionaires, right? And they're trying to like the Dr. Jays and the Kobe's and the and the Uchis and the Olenga, right? Right? Uh-huh. You know what we're talking about. And those that are already multimillionaires, okay? And those that are just not millionaires at all. You're just living paycheck to paycheck. And your goal is to become a millionaire someday. Yes, that's what we're talking about, right? Your goal is your paycheck might not look like that. Your account balance might not look like $1 million. But guess what? That's exactly the way I was many years ago. And guess what? I started taking steps towards it. One step at a time, one foot after the other, one block after the other, investor, right? To Uche, right? One step after the other. And guess what? In my 30s, I became a multi-millionaire. And that's the same strategy that I'm teaching you today. So if you're just meeting me, hello, Uche. If you're just meeting me both on the YouTube and the TikTok side, welcome in. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business, and I'm the convener of this community called the $1 Million League, those anticipating to become a millionaire. And you might just be that person that, you know what, I want to be the first millionaire in my family. I want to be the trailblazer, right? There's never been anyone like that, right? He started with the first immigrant family. He started with someone. Yes, you can see. Monday is the trailblazer today, the first person to get the daily at me. Welcome. Thank you so much, Monday. That's how it's been done. Let's keep tapping out the life. You might just be that person. It starts with one person, like the Rockefeller family. It was one person that says, you know what? Every generation that comes from this loin, every single person from this minute becomes a millionaire. Nobody is going to live paycheck to paycheck again. That might just be you, okay? That might just be you with that trailblazer. Make sure you click on that follow button. Learn the strategies. So strategies like stop saving your money, okay? Strategies like the right order to building wealth. And we're going to be talking about that today. And whenever we talk about wealth, we're going to be telling you, we're going to unlearn everything that you have learned, and you're going to relearn, right? Because we're going to tell you your understanding, change your understanding of wealth building, right? And those on the YouTube side, welcome in. We're streaming on two platforms today, YouTube and of course TikTok. We're streaming on two platforms, and we usually do that. So if you have not subscribed on the YouTube side, make sure you do that. Opulent, yes, that's that millionaire right there. Yeah. So if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, or you are not following on the TikTok, make sure you do the same. And on IG as well, make sure you do the same. So click on that follow button. We get the class started as soon as we get 5,000 taps. What if I tell you, multi-millionaire in SFA or in dollars, madam? Oh, in dollars, because I'm in Texas, in United States. Okay, let me quickly introduce myself. For those on the YouTube side and those on the TikTok side, right? I am Dr. Lina, okay? I'm not Dr. Alias. That's because I actually have a doctorate degree, strategic business and information management system. So by virtue of that, I also lecture. So you see that I am more like a teacher, right? Rather than your regular social media individual, right? I teach, okay? Because that's my I teach I teach. I'm a professor in the United States right here. I teach in multiple colleges here, teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information system. And then you're wondering how come she's talking about investing, right? This is technology. Yeah, that's because my bachelor's is I'm a chartered accountant. I'm also an economist boarder. Welcome in. Make sure you click on that subscribe button. It's so good to have you. And if you have not clicked on the follow button and you're just joining us, welcome in. So I'm a my day job is vice president of technology. Also, I also lecture on the side teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. I'm a chartered accountant. I'm an economist as well, and I have my doctorate degree in strategic business and information management system. But then, aside that, the reason why I'm able to teach this is because I've been in the corporate world for close to 2 decades, and I have been there. Yeah, Dora, welcome in. How are you? Right? And everyone, Doctor, welcome in. Wally, welcome in. Right? I've been there, right? Whereby I was making decent income, but guess what? I was saving my money, so I was struggling. I was living paycheck to paycheck. Until I changed something, meaning investing, treating my money, stop putting my money on DLLs and started putting it on ACA, right? And started growing my money. That is when I was able to scale and got to attain the status, the multi-millionaire status in my 30s. And when I say multi-millionaire status, in dollars, not in any other currency, okay? Not in any other currency. And I say that just to motivate anyone. You know, you might be living like paycheck to, you might be living paycheck to paycheck right now, right? And you might not just have you might be like, okay, you know what, I'm working too hard, right? Maybe it's time for you to start doing something smart, okay? You have to start doing something smart, and that's what we teach here, right? And this is not get rich quick scheme, by the way. If you want to know what we are doing here, we are investors. What is investing, okay? What is investing? Think about somebody like this, Robert Kiyosaki, okay? Rich Dad Poor Dad, okay? Wow, Dr. Lina, I salute you, Macarena and Kimonde. How are you doing? So good to have you. And I think I got some millionaires in town. Well, like Walter, latest millionaire in town, right? Latest millionaire in town. Who else is the newest people? If you are new, drop I am new in the comment. You're just meeting me for the first time. I am new in the comment, right? And whenever I talk about someone like Robert Kiyosaki, he owns 15,000 houses. You don't have to own 15,000 houses. 5 houses is enough. 5 houses, you are already a millionaire. Tolo, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, if you're new, drop your new here. We're going to be changing stories. As a matter of fact, we change life here, right? But it is not get rich quick scheme, okay? It's delayed gratification instead of instant gratification. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So, and one of the things that I've gotten to, Adeline, welcome in, welcome in. Click on that subscribe button. Brain, click on that subscribe button. So good to have you on the YouTube side. So we're streaming on 2 platforms at the same time. So if you don't have this book, by the way, go get it. $9.99. That's one of the greatest books. I'm not even talking about my own book. I have my book. You'll find the link in the bio. The Wealth Blueprint, the Path to Financial Freedom. If you want to build wealth, trust me, reading is part of the journey. Thank you so much for getting your daily admin. Studying is part of the journey. Okay? Studying and listening is part of the journey, and most importantly, execution. You like me? Oh, thank you so much, Brainer. Welcome in. Yeah. Thank you so much for subscribing on that YouTube side. And if you're new here on the TikTok side, click on that follow button. Click on the follow button. You're just meeting me like Lolo, latest millionaire in town. Tolo, click on that follow button. And we're going to get the class started as soon as we get the 5,000 taps. 5,000 taps, 50 shares. So let's start tapping it out. Let's get our daily admins. Tolo, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. I see a lot of doctors coming in. Let me see all the doctors in the house. Drop it in the comment. Let me know. Click on that follow button. How do you do streams? Yeah, I'm just streaming on 2 devices. Basically, I'm not using any other whatever apps or whatever. I'm not doing all of that. I know some people. Hey, Dr. Fatima, how are you doing? It's so good to have you. I'm new and really enjoying it. Awesome. you so much for getting your daily at me. Thank you so much. Right. By the way, anytime you hear me talk about scholarship, Dr. Fatima is the person I said is the director of in UCLA, I think, yeah, in California, and of admission and what's it called, Dr. James here. Awesome. I see Dr. James. I see Dr. Fatima. Is she's the one that talked about scholarship. Came to teach us some like a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, right? And some, telling us that there are millions of dollars every single year that is left unclaimed, millions of dollars every year not left unclaimed in terms of scholarships, right? So you want to make sure that you take advantage of that scholarship. Dr. Sajay in the house, welcome in. If you are just joining us, welcome in. Click on that follow button. We are waiting to get to 5,000 tabs. Let's get a daily admin. Let's share the live. Click on that follow button. Click on the subscribe button on the YouTube side. And if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you're doing, because we just released the video. Before, I used to release one video a week, which is on Sundays, meaning 15 minutes video, 20 minutes video. But now I release this week now. This is the second video. So trust me, education is on the highest level, and all of the recording of my lives, every live, you would find it recorded. The recording is on YouTube. You would have it right there. So in case you miss one day, trust me, it's there. Any session you miss, you would find it there. You've been asking and asking, Dr. Lina, do you record your video, your live? Now you can have it on the YouTube side. So click on the follow button. Let's tap it out to 5,000 times. Today, what are we learning today, guys? What are we learning today? Energy level, when energy is like this, energy, right? When energy is like this, you know that it's going to be fire today. Today, get your pen and paper ready, okay? Get your pen and paper ready. I would love to talk to Dr. Fatima for scholarship. Yeah, just, you already saw her right there, right? You already saw her right there. Connect with her, right? She is great, right? But of course, it might not be free, okay? It's not everyone that give free like Dr. Lina, okay? Happy welcome in. Hello, happy welcome in on the YouTube side. Welcome in. Hey, welcome in. All right. Where's all the people? It's just me. Oh, no, there's some people coming through. Don't worry, they're coming through. Yeah, click on that subscribe button if you're just joining. Welcome in. Awesome. So we're going to be what are we going to be teaching today? We are going to be teaching the right order to build wealth. The right order to build wealth. Can somebody put it in the comments? I would really appreciate us. Let us put it in the comments. And if you are just joining me, Abby. Okay, that's great, Abby. Right? Let's drop it in the comment. Please drop it in the comment. The right order to build wealth. For those that are just coming in, if you're just meeting us, you're just coming to this community, you're new here, drop I am new here. Thank you so much, Dr. Fatima. And that's Dr. Fatima right there. I have a big woman, a big lady doing the typing for me today. Thank you so much. Yes. I have doctors, right? So can you see another doctor in the house? Oh my goodness, doctors supporting doctors today. Amazing. I love that. Awesome. So if you're new here, today we're going to be hello James, that's my Mr. that is retiring in another 2 years at the age of 50 something, 53 or something. That's when it's more 3 years. So I have people here. Trust me, don't let anybody lie to you. You can become work optional, okay, in your early years. You don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. You don't have to work to age 65. And whatever we teach here, money is just a tool. Financial freedom is the goal, okay? Money is just a tool. Financial freedom is the goal, okay? Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 5,000 taps. If you are just joining us, click on that follow button. Please do not just sit here. One of the things that we don't do here is you sit here, you come in, you don't click the follow button, you don't click on the subscribe button, you don't tap out the live, you don't share out the live, you don't get your daily at me. Yes, I don't know what we're doing. No, we don't do that. Only 3 people have gotten their daily at me. We're prioritizing daily at me today. We're prioritizing those follows today. We're prioritizing, thank you so much. Wig, it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute. How are you doing? Right? We're prioritizing your daily at meets. We're prioritizing gifting so that we get to D the one today. We get promoted. Okay, we've been we get promoted. So we are prioritizing all of that today. All those gifts that you do in your things that doesn't have value. Come and do it here, right? Do half of it here and bless other people. Yes, I hope you're good. Thank you all for tapping out the light. So we are going to be talking about the right order to build wealth. And where is my partner in crime? My partners in crime. Oh, these are my partners in crime. These are my partners in crime. All right, and I have them in different colors and shapes and sizes, right? In shapes and sizes. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. Perfect, perfect. You see? Perfect, perfect, perfect. So let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get this class started. Guys, one of the things I want to ask you today, allow me teach. Please do your own part. What is your own part? Your own part, like James just put it right there. Tap out the life, okay? Share out the life. Let me not be the one asking you. If you've been here, you're getting like Dr. Sajay, give the gallery, okay? Like what they're doing right there. Click on the follow button, click on the subscribe button, okay? Those are the things that you need to do. And of course, most importantly, engage with yourself. Respond to me when I ask questions. Ask me questions as well. That's why you're here. Most importantly, get your pen and paper ready. Somebody just literally crossed $500,000 within this community 4 weeks ago. Income did not change, but guess what happened? Right? It's just because when we say that there's the right order, it means that there's also a wrong order to building wealth, right? So let's even understand what is wealth. What is your understanding? When you hear that somebody is wealthy, I always try to start with that. When you hear that somebody is wealthy, or when you hear wealth, what comes straight to mind? What's one word that comes straight to mind? Somebody is wealthy, or when you hear wealth on the YouTube side, welcome in, click on that subscribe button. Obitest, welcome in. And if you're just joining us, welcome in, click on the follow button if you have not heard, if you are just joining us. Money, okay? Money. Whenever you hear wealth, wealth is interpreted as what? Is equals to money. All right? Wealth is equal to money. Daughter of Eroi, right? Eroi, daughter of Eroi. You know, if you understand, you understand, okay? And welcome in, latest millionaire in town, okay? Yeah. Wealth does not equal money, guys, right? Because one thing that you have learned all along, that's part of the things that is keeping us poor, keeping us paycheck to paycheck. I mean, who even tells us? I think of people who have created systems that make money for them even when they are upset. I love that. Well said, Easy. Well said. Some people are so good with this construction of this English. This is so good. I like that. Greetings. Awesome. If you have not clicked on the follow button, make sure you do that. Let's not plead with you to click on the follow button, okay? Even though your notebook is full already, and we have not yet started, you're taking the value. Click on the follow button. I tell you something, life is about to get changed. Life is about to get changed, and your life is just one of those lives that will be changed today for the better in terms of your finances. So let's start with this. Your wealth, right? Your wealth does not equal money. Gifty, of course, you will not build wealth overnight if that's what you're saying tomorrow night. Wealth does not equal money. As a matter of fact, money is the first type of wealth. And when we talk about money, right? When we talk about money, it's investment, investment, the cash in the bank. I have $1 million debt, help me, right? Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're going to be teaching you how to debt payoff is part of what we're going to be talking about today, right? So as part of the right order to building wealth. So good that you brought that up, right? Make sure you click on that follow button. We're prioritizing everyone that comes through this live to make sure that click on the follow button. Don't just sit here. We're not going to tolerate you sitting here and not clicking that follow button, tapping out the live, sharing out the live, and doing all those necessary things, right? So if you haven't done that, that's a clue for you to click on that follow button. You don't know how to go about it. There's a plus sign in front of your name. Click on that plus sign. Share out the live. You don't know how to share, press my forehead on the screen. That's the only time you're allowed to do that. Okay? share the life. Okay, press my forehead. You see your contact, share with them. The other thing is that you tap out the life non-stop. You can see James Thomas is doing that heavily, and every other person, Twigwig is doing that, and every other person tapping out the life. Dr. Fatima, they are twin, and everyone doing all of that. Please also get your daily admin. Don't just sit here not clicking on that follow button. We would fight. Don't let us fight, okay? Awesome. So wealth does not equal money. All right. Let us understand that. Right. So also is that working from 20 to 65 is not a requirement to become financially free. All right. Thank you so much for getting your daily admin. Right. Working from age 65, age 20, working for 45 years does not mean that you're going to be financially free. As a matter of fact, you can do it in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. As a matter of fact, I did it to the multi-million dollar status in in 10 years, thereabout. A little bit above 10 years. Okay, so it tells you that I'm just like a normal person like you. Okay, so if I can do it, then any other person can do it. I did not come out of wealth, right? The only inheritance my parents gave me was solid education, okay, and quality, and quality life, and standard of living, and all of those kind of things. Those are the things. Discipline, high level of integrity and value, right? Relationship with God, that's what they gave to me, which is way, way better than money, okay? Way, way better than money. All right. So, yeah, value and appreciate whatever they gave me, not money, okay? Now, because that has built me whatever level or whatever I am today, okay? So, money is the first type of wealth. What is the second type of wealth? Guess what? A lot of people abuse this one a lot. In the process of chasing money, guess what? They abuse their health in the process of chasing. That's the start of wealth. Yeah, the process of chasing money, people abuse their health, right? Morning shift, afternoon shift, night shift, on call because you're a medical doctor, or you are in the medical field because you are chasing money. Trust me, a time will come, it's going to affect your knees. A time will come, your health will dwindle. There's something called health is wealth. And you're not in the medical field, but because you are taking all this many shifts, you don't have time to cook good food. You are eating junks left, right, and center. Because a time will come, you have to be careful to take care of your health, exercise, drink a lot of water, mind your business, have good sleep, all those kind of things, right? Mafi, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. You're just joining us. Click on that follow button if you have not done so. There's a reason why there's a saying that says health is wealth. There's something that says health is wealth. If you've heard that before, say I've heard that before, right? If you've heard that before, put yes in the comment. Your health is wealth. You need to prioritize your health. Now, what is the third type of wealth? It is called something called social wealth. What is social wealth? Your network is your net worth. I just literally talked about some doctors. I just talked about Dr. Fatima, that I was just like, oh, you know what? It's scholarships, right? Edmond Jones, okay? Latest millionaire in town. By the virtue of the fact that you're within this community, you're connecting with certain people. Somebody was just asking, Doctor, I need to connect with that doctor that, connect people on scholarships. And I just literally see connection there. Literally, she just helped one of our students with $20,000 scholarships. That's network. Your network is your network. Think about it. Jeff Bezos, or somebody. Your network. The fact that you're within the $1 million league. Hey, Michelle, how are you doing? She does AI, consultant. The fact that you connect with all those people. The fact that you connect with myself as a multimillionaire, did it in yes, high love, right? Did it in my 30s. Getting there, I can easily share with you the blueprint. Now, if you never believed it before that somebody can get to $1 million status, now you know that it is very, very possible. Good to see you. Now you know it is very, very possible. And you don't need to do it in your 60s. You can do it in your 30s, because I got to that multimillionaire status in my 30s. So I'm saying that to help someone. So don't think that they are from another planet. Okay? Glamorous, latest millionaire in town. And all you need to ask me is that, Dr. Lina, how did you do it? And the virtue of the fact that you have that social wealth, you can now ask, hey, Tiana, thank you so much for the roses, right? But the fact that you now have that relationship with Dr. Lina, right? You can now know this is the exact blueprint that you can use to get there, also in your own 30s or in your 40s or in your whatever, right? And you're already in your 40s. Now, Michelle, thank you so much for the Go Popular. William, oh, latest millionaire in town. Any other people still waiting around, click on that follow button if you have not clicked on the follow button. Okay? Make sure you do that so that we can welcome you into the $1 Million League family. Thank you so much for the donut. Right? So, that's his social wealth. Now you know that millionaires don't look in a certain way. They don't have certain color or shape or size or age or whatever. It is just, it's anybody, you. I mean you that I'm looking at like right now. You can become a millionaire. And really, really, yours might not be, you might not just want to become a millionaire. I don't know the reason why. I don't know the reason why you don't want to, but some people, their own is, you know what, I just want to be financially free. So how did we make it? And that's what we are teaching. The exact order. That's what we are teaching today. The right order to building wealth. Okay? James is laughing. Yeah. James is laughing. The other day, we had at least two other millionaires within this community. I wasn't the only one teaching. That was about 4 days ago. If you missed that, go watch the video on Thursday last week. Was it Thursday, James? Last week, we had 3 different millionaires that were teaching. They were talking on the net, right? They were putting in their comments and giving their own strategies. And they were confirming the things that they did, right? SKD, latest millionaire. So it wasn't just me. I was teaching, but they were putting all the comments and the strategies. Like, things like 1031 exchange, things that I don't typically would talk about because they're quite technical, right? I was teaching that. Go watch the video for Thursday. You will find it on my YouTube channel, I and Water, latest millionaire in town. I think it was Thursday last week, and that was the first time I shared my story on my journey, how I got to that multi-millionaire status in my 30s. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to do a series on it on YouTube. We're putting that together right now. It's going to be like a 7 to 10 day series so that you can watch it and you just, and it's just going to help you. It's just to inspire somebody, because some people are just, what's it called? The Thomases, the doubting Thomas, right? It's not possible. The multimillionaire needs to look a certain way, right? The gold has to be so big, and she has to carry an MS purse, and she has to have a Gucci whatever, right? It doesn't work that way. It's not in the big clothes and in the big sizes, okay? Social, whatever, right? Yeah. But you are not the Thomas we're talking about. What is ETF and Roth? ETF is exchange traded funds. Is a kind of, what is the what's it called? We're going to be teaching that ETF is exchange traded fund, is a form of investing. Roth IRA is also the account that you're going to open to put that asset, and we're going to be teaching that today. So if you have not, as a matter of fact, make sure you go to the YouTube channel. Everyone go. If you want to go, I'm going to give everyone 1 minute, right, to quickly go and subscribe on the YouTube channel. And those on the YouTube channel, I'm streaming right there right now. If you haven't subscribed, the video on Thursday, what day is Thursday? I want everybody to go watch that video, because I wasn't the only one teaching, right? I wasn't the only one teaching. That day we had 2 other millionaires that they were teaching at the same time that I was teaching. So if you want the cheat code to becoming a millionaire, it's right there. Diversity, latest millionaire in town. The diversity is what makes us all beautiful. The differences is what makes us beautiful. So the name is on YouTube is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Go there and subscribe. As a matter of fact, I just released a video at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Central Time, so about 48 minutes ago. You would see the video. Make sure you watch that as well, right? And all the recording of the lives of this lives, you'll find it under the live session on the YouTube. I don't have it stored, I don't have it released on TikTok, but on YouTube, you'll find it right there. Okay. So, social network, right? Thanks for the info. You're welcome, Macarena. You're welcome. And you want more information, Macarena, go on YouTube. There's a reason why I always say that, right? Here is for my lives and all of those things. If you're just joining us, click on that follow button. And you guys are doing well, 10,000 taps. Well done. Let's remember to get a daily at me. Let's give the gallery if you can. That would be much appreciated. It helps the community, okay? It helps the community. Awesome. So social wealth, your network is your net worth. Your health is wealth, right? These are types of wealth, okay? These are types of wealth. Favor, latest millionaire in time. Now, let's go to the fourth type of wealth. You see this one? A lot of people don't even think about it. Why? Because they've not even built the wealth. They've not built the wealth. Why? They're like, so is this somebody that's still living paycheck to paycheck or looking for bills that would think of, oh, I need a life insurance. Oh, do I have an umbrella policy, right? Or do you have an LLC? Things like that. Oh, you're still, some people would say, oh, you know what? I'm even still trying to pay my bills. You're talking about me having a living trust. Because maybe when I pass on, maybe it's my children would even, it's death that they're going to hear it. That's why here we teach you how to build wealth. We teach you how to protect it, and most importantly, how to transfer the wealth, right? Because you are going to build it. It's not a function of if you're going to become a millionaire. It's about when. If you execute, you follow the step, you're going to get there, okay? So peace wealth. Do you have at the minimum emergency fund? That your little money that you have in the account, do you have a beneficiary listed on it? Do you? No, I guess not. PK Bond, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. All right, click on that follow button if you're just joining us. Click on the follow button, tap out the live as well. Get your daily at-me's if you haven't got your daily at-me's. All right, peace wealth. Because you want to make sure that your money is protected. Then let's go to number 5. These are the 5 types of wealth. So whenever we're saying the right order to build wealth, these are what you are chasing. You are not just chasing money. And let me tell you, the last one is the one that is most abused. The last one is the one that is most abused. Because of money, people are chasing, they're abusing this one a lot, including a lot of us, including what the system told us. It is called the time. Time wealth, financial freedom, ability to live life at your own terms. A lot of people, they work. As a matter of fact, how did the society tell us, or how did the system manage to convince us that it was okay for you to work from age 20 to 65 and retire 65? How did they do that? Because that's your entire life. Maybe you get to a age 100, right? As a matter of fact, Bible says it's 72 and a score, right? A score and whatever, right? Is it 70 or 80? But let's even assume you get to 100. But the society tells you clock in for every single day for 45 years, meaning half of your life. That's even if you get to 100 years. You need to be showing up in a place every single day. While this is important to do this, right? Because you have to pay bills. But what we are challenging is the status quo. What is that status quo that we are challenging? Instead of you taking all this money, right? And guess what? Your man, latest millionaire in town. If you're just joining us, welcome in. We're talking about the right order to building wealth. The right order to building wealth. And you need to understand the meaning of wealth first. Wealth, whenever we're talking about the wealth we're chasing is money wealth, health wealth, social wealth, peace wealth, and time wealth. And you're chasing all of them. You cannot say because you're chasing money, you're trading your time. You cannot say you're trading money, you're trading your health. And you might be wondering, but Dr. Lina, so what do you expect me to do? Okay. Are you saying that I should not go to work? That's not what I'm saying. As a matter of fact, right? If you heard in my bio, let me introduce myself. My day job, I'm a vice president of technology. I'm also a professor. I teach AI, cybersecurity, and deep learning and information management system. Okay. I'm a chartered accountant. I'm an economist. Okay. And I have my doctorate degree in strategic business and information management system. But one of the things that separates me from all of these, so it tells you one thing: income is key. You're doing that job. I'm trading my time for money, and I'm still doing that as of today. But guess what? Is about to come to an end. Why? Because I have created another avenue whereby, even in my sleep, right? Even in my goal, achieving my goal of traveling the world, I've been to 22 countries, and my goal is to travel the world, right? In my process of doing that, Mulaji Rachel, latest millennium in town, right? Rachel, in my process of doing that, right, I want to be able to do that freely without having to do the vice president job, without having to do, I might do the professor job because it's optional, right? I can do it, and I can do it anywhere from the world, but it's not what is paying my bills, okay? It's not what is paying my bills. So something else has to replace it, okay? Think about it. You're on one island, maybe Hawaii. Think about one place that you would ever dream to go on a vacation. Everybody has that in mind. It might be local, it might be international. Like, you know what? Maybe I like travel. You already know that Dr. Lina likes travel. As a matter of fact, there's lifestyle with Dr. Lina, okay? There's lifestyle with Dr. Lina. And if you're just joining us, don't just sit here, okay? Don't just sit here, guys. Don't just sit here. If you're sitting here 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever, click on the follow button. I know that you are shocked. Yes, you're shocked that there's actually 5 types of wealth. But now you know. All right. So click on that follow button. Let's give you 1 minute to do that. Let's give you 1 minute. Everyone that does not click on the follow button today, we are prioritizing. We are bringing in as many people. Now it's by force. It's by force. You must become wealthy by force. So click on that follow button. We'll give you 1 minute. We're prioritizing that today, right? And please note that it's not get rich quick scheme. Whatever we're doing here is, think about Robert Kiyosaki, think about a Warren Buffett, then that would give you an insight of what we're doing. We are real long-term investors. Compound interest does the heavy lifting for us, and of course we're not gamblers. We don't follow hypes. We're moderate risk investors, right? And protection layer is key for us. Okay, we're not gamblers. Okay, Ekibi's latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Any other person that we're still waiting on that has not clicked on that follow button, click on that follow button. Let's also get our daily admins. Let's get our daily admin. I'm prioritizing that today. I want everybody, yeah. And please take note that we don't have a WhatsApp group, we don't have a Telegram group, we don't have. If somebody is chatting you up and saying, oh, you know what, there's a phone number for you and all of that, that's not Dr. Lina. They did that to James today, right? Yeah, that's not Dr. Lina. So make sure you click on that follow button if you have not done so. And you don't know how to click on the follow button, there's a plus sign in front of your name. Click on that, right? Let's welcome you in. What we don't, yeah, right. Right. So if you don't, so please, let's do that. Let's adhere to this, right? Every life has its own laws. Okay, our law here is that click on the follow button, tap out the live, share the live, get your daily admin, get your pen and paper, engage as much as possible. So it tells you something. Whenever you're building wealth, okay, we latest millionaire in town come in, right? Whenever we are building wealth, right, it starts with one thing, because that's the first thing everybody would say. What you do? Okay, now you're talking about I'm building this wealth. Somebody dropped it in my comment and said, I know that you said building, our health. We need to take care of our health. But what if I don't have I don't. How stupid do this kind of think we are? Well, they think a lot. They think some people are, right? So, how do I put it? Yeah, the person said, "What if I don't have money to take care of the health?" Well, it tells you something. There's something called job, job, called something called a job. So it starts with something called a job. A job is going to give you something called paycheck, aka income, right? AKA income. That's your starting point, right? So what somebody asked the question, so how did you get to that $1 million status or how did you become a multi-millionaire in your 30s? Mary Rich, latest millionaire in town. Yeah, and she is already rich, Mary Rich, okay? Someone was asking, so Dr. Lina, how did you get to that $1 million status? How did you become a multi-millionaire, achieve that status in your 30s, right? It starts with my income. So I'm not one of those coaches that will tell you, oh, you know what, go and entrepreneur. What are you preneuring? Right? Right? Yeah, you're welcome. What are you preneuring? Right? Except, you already have a capital to do all those preneur. If you don't have anything to preneur, right? If you do not have anything to preneur, it starts with your income. Do not despise that income of yours. Hey, hello, my girl. My girl is in the house, right? My fitness guru. Hey, hello, girl. Hello, Sissy. How are you? So good to have you around. Income, right? It starts with your income, guys. Somebody drop income in the comments. Please drop income in the comments. Let's drop income in the comment. All right? You retired. I retired at 40. Opulent. Oh my goodness. See? Now, thank you so much. See? You see? Now, I told you, when I tell you that we have multi-millionaires in this community, I tell you that we have net worth individual in this community. I am not joking. I am very serious. I can tell you I know at least 10 millionaires in this community. Like right here. Social wealth. Social wealth. I'm not joking. I am not joking. Yeah. Now you see somebody else say that I retired at 40. Another person retired at 52. Another person retired at 54. James is retired at 55. What is that community? This is the community. This is the $1 Million League. This is the community of millionaires. We are not joking. This is people that are already millionaires and they are anticipating to become millionaires in dollars, by the way, not in cedis. Tima. Right? It's just that they keep quiet, they are not talking. But I know them. They will drop it here and there. They'll drop it here and there. Some of them I know some of them, they're worth $5 million, some $4 million. So the millionaires are not from another planet. And these people are just regular people, okay? So if you are looking for, if you are not clicking on that follow button and you're still thinking that they're in another world, they are right here. And that's why you see the scammers chasing us everywhere. They are coming to our inboxes. So click on the follow button. They are cloning me anywhere, right, left, and center. They are cloning us. So please don't fall for their scam. Very soon we'll get verified. Right? Very soon we'll get verified. As a matter of fact, we are almost at 10,000. So if you have not clicked on the follow button, click on that follow button on YouTube as well. Please, please, please. We're almost at 10,000 here. And just in almost 2 months. In 2 months. So if you are not subscribed on the YouTube channel, please, please do me a favor today. It's just a ask. We are almost at 1,000 on YouTube. So if you are not subscribed on YouTube, please do well to go subscribe today. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. This is the only ask, okay? This is my only ask today. Let's subscribe. Let's get it there. If only 100 people go there out of our 10,000 followers, then we will be there, right? We'll get to the 1,000, on the YouTube. So please, it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. I appreciate that. On Instagram as well, it's also Money Talk with Dr. Lina as well. The same picture, the same name. You cannot miss it. All right. All right. Thank you so much. All right. And if you are just joining us, click on the follow button. Welcome in. Tap out the live. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, James. So it starts with something called your income, aka your JOB. Except what? You won a jackpot. You won an inheritance. So your wealth building, Dr. Lina, how did you get to that multi-million status in your 30s? Mate, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. How did you get to that multi-millionaire status in your 30s, right? I'm gone past 30 now, in my 30s now, right? So it means many years ago or some years ago. How did you get there? It started with something called JOB. Dr. Lina was grinding, okay? Grinding. So your income is key. The higher this income is one step. All right. And I'm going to also be, I taught you how to increase your income yesterday. If I still have on it board, I will teach you again. Otherwise, you'll find the recording for yesterday's live on the YouTube channel. The live yesterday on the YouTube channel, how to increase your income, but I can quickly go through it, as a list, right? Tony, latest millionaire in town. If you're just joining us, welcome and click on that follow button. We are talking about the right order to build wealth. Parker, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Awesome. So income is the first step. But as much as this income is key, I was making this money all along. As a professor, as a business owner, I was doing all of that. Okay. Modo, thank you so much. I was doing all of that, right? I was making that money. But guess what? I was putting my money in what? Savings. Oh my God, the worst thing you can do to yourself is putting your money in a savings account. I'm going to show you the rule of 72 today. Hopefully we get there. The rule of 72, you would understand that you are on a giant snail, riding. That's what you're doing when you put your money in the bank. I'm going to show it to you. All right. Now, let's go to your income is the first thing. Now, let's go. If there's something called DLL, the society told us something. David, welcome in. And 1201, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. If you're just joining us and you're just seated here, you've not clicked on that follow button, please do so. We really appreciate you doing so. You're doing us a disservice sitting here, not clicking on the follow button, not tapping out the live, not sharing out the live, not getting your daily at me. Really appreciate everyone. We're prioritizing everyone becoming that millionaire, joining that $1 million league today, clicking on that follow button. Thank you so much for adhering to that. Really appreciate us doing that, because that's the thing that we don't encourage here and we don't appreciate. Please click on that follow button. Don't just sit here not doing anything, because algorithm will assume that you are a BOT or you're a scammer or you're not finding value, right? And I believe you're finding value. That's why we have 149 people right here in this community called the $1 Million League. Thank you so much for getting your daily admins as well. Thank you all for getting your daily admin. Let's get our daily admins. Awesome. Click on that follow button as well. All right. So get your daily admin if you haven't got what? How are you? So it's called something. Everyone type DLL in the comment. DLL. I start with my teaching with this. God's love. Thank you so much for the follow. Right? I start with this every single day. Tiana, thank you so much for the daily admin. Let's click on the follow button if you have not done so. Everyone type DLL, Ashdale, latest millionaire in town. Everyone type DLL in the comment. Thank you so much. What is DLL? And I know that some people have heard this over and over again, but this is what it's called. It's called the mindset shift, right? Those two things that I teach, these and this, are the mindset shift. Experience, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. DLL. What is DLL? Right? The society tells us, take this income and put it on DLL. What is DLL? Ahmed, latest millionaire in town. It simply means, right? It simply means what? It simply means that depreciating lifestyle liability. Oh my goodness. Did you hear that? Depreciating lifestyle liability. How horrible could that be? It means that, AKA, put it on, take your income, put it on bills, and of course, put it on lifestyle. That's what the society tells us to do. You work too hard, enjoy your life, put it on something. One thing I understand about DLL is what? Depreciating. When you hear depreciating, it goes down, right? It's down, right? It depreciates. Liability is something that takes money from you. It doesn't put money back. As a matter of fact, when I depreciating, everything ends that. That's the cycle that it ends. So what that society is telling you is letigo, right? What latest millionaire in town? Letigo, what the society is telling you is what? Take this income and use it towards something that is not growing, something that is depreciating, something that doesn't put anything back in your pocket. SH, latest millionaire in town. That's why, and that is why a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. What if I tell you something? If with $100 every single month, every month, to lose mom, how are you? Thank you for tapping out the light. If you just do $100 every month and you go this route I tell you, you started from a 20. That's all that you do. You're going to get to that $1 million status. Even might be even multi-million dollar status. If you increase it by a little bit. Would you ever believe that? But you're wondering, how come they never told you? They did not tell you. They had a selective amnesia. Because if you know that it's so easy for you to become a millionaire like that, 40 years of age, we're going to be talking about that. Just max out your Roth IRA, you will get there. Max out your Roth IRA user, you will get there. Okay? Why? They had the selective amnesia. What is selective amnesia? They taught you how to get credit card when you turn 18, right? And they are teaching, and if you are old as well, they are teaching your children that right now. They are teaching them once they turn 18, floodgates of credit card comes to them. But they never taught them how to invest. They never taught them to open a Roth IRA. They never taught them to put money in pensions. They never taught them to think about setting money aside to invest. And James got it out of my mouth. That's because who is going to do the job? If you already know that, Tima, thank you so much for getting your daily at me. With this, just little things that you can switch. Little switch like this, set something aside, launch money every single month, right? $27 a day, that's $10,000 a year. Put that to launch money aside. Do it for 10 years, you are $1 million richer. Nobody told you that, right? And then you are wondering, how come I'm knowing this now? And I'm already in my 50s. We have a solution for you as well. We have a solution for you. But that solution will require you to do more work, okay? You have to set money aside, because I also expect you are not in your 20s, you're already progressed in your career. But you're going to do something called DG. Everybody put DG in the comment. Put DG in the comment. Let's put DG in the comment. DG in the comment. Let's put DG in the comment. And OT, latest millionaire income. What is DG? It is called delayed gratification. You are going to delay gratification. You're going to stop buying all those things that you are proving to yourself, showing to yourself today that, you know what? The same lie, another lie that they told you, right? The same way they lied to us, wealth is money. Another lie. You know what? You work too hard for your money. You've heard that before. You work hard for your money. Enjoy the fruit of your labor. You deserve it, right? Another lie. Another lie to keep you paycheck to paycheck. Just the same way they lied to you. Remember, they also lied to you. They said that what? Go to school, study hard, get a good job, work hard, and of course, you're going to have $1 million. You're going to have a forever after. You're going to have a happy ending. Please, tell me, how many of us have gotten that happy ending? I didn't get that happy ending. Like seriously, until I changed this, I did not get. Please, if you're like me, let me know. Did you get that happy ending? You know, life is beautiful. You can go on vacation whenever you are struggling. Please, if you did not, because I struggled, even with technology and get money and do all of that, right? One of the reasons why I left my first love, despite the education, exactly. I left my first love, which is finance. I left my I'm an economist. My bachelor's is in economics, and I'm a chartered accountant. That's my first love. And I worked in the corporate world, in the corporate department, finance department of a Fortune 100 company. So it's almost the creamiest of the creamiest, right? But even with that, I was still living paycheck to paycheck. So it's not about that income. So let me tell you something. If a doctor, you're a medical doctor, and my doctors come closer again. My medical doctors, MD, the glass is looking very beautiful on the outside, but in the inside, you are sleeping, and then you wake up in the middle of the night. You are thinking of that student loan. You are keeping up with the Joneses, right? Or you are in that field, or you are whatever. Come out of the shell and do the right thing, okay? So, because with that income, I was saving my money. And until I changed something changed. That's when I started building wealth. All right? Something changed, and that's when I started building wealth. Because what? Okay. My daughter wants to be a vet as well. All right. You have to change what they told you. Instead of putting all your money on your bills, your life bills, lifestyle, while you cannot, there's the limit to can you can cut the bills because you have to pay utilities, you have to pay the rent or mortgage, you have to drive a car, or you have to take a bus. All those things comes naturally as life, right? You have to do that. But the issue is the lifestyle that you want to keep with the Joneses. Like you want to show off that you have arrived when you have not yet arrived. You have not. Even me, I have not arrived. Okay, because when I become that deca millionaire, then, or when I decide to say, okay, you know what, I'm off, right? The normal, my vice president job, then I can say that I have fully arrived. When I get to that deca millionaire, okay, then that's where then I can say, okay, I'm done at this point, right? Because at that point, there's no running out of money. Because once you have $5 million, you can continue to live on $200,000 every single year, and your money never runs out. Okay, so I'm going to be teaching it's called the rule of 25. Grow with me, lovely. Welcome in. Click on that follow button. As a matter of fact, if you are all new, let's give it 1 second. Let's give it 1 minute. If you are new here, like Grow with Lovely, let's give you a minute to quickly click on that follow button. Martine, Bitiana, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you are new here, click on that follow button. 1,000 pounds. I love that. Let's make it a million pounds. Okay, let's make it a million pounds. Patience. I love patience. Latest millionaire in town. Any other person? Who else are we waiting on? Raymond, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm a Jesus baby, so there's power of life and death in the tongue. So when I call that name forth, it shows that you are on your way to being there. But that is not the only thing we do here, because there's power of life and death in the tongue. But if God also says that, you have to, we will bless the works of your hands. So if there's nothing in your hands, there's nothing to bless. So the first thing is go get a job. J-O-B, okay? Luti, latest millionaire in town. Because it starts with your income, there, or you got an inheritance, or you need to work so hard in getting a lottery, okay, winning a lottery, but that might not happen, okay? So focus on the income. That one is more legit, all right? That's more legit. Thank you so much. So if you have not clicked on the follow button, click on that follow button. Kush, latest millionaire in town. Click on that follow button. Awesome. So let's go. So you take this income, you want to get to that financial freedom number. You want to become a multi-millionaire. Yours might be, I want to just end the paycheck to paycheck. Rick, latest millionaire in town. One of the strategies that I use to get into the multi-millionaire status in my 30s is what I'm sharing here, right? Take some of this income, use it to fund the bills. Okay? So what is the bills? Your basic needs, right? Your utilities, your transportation, your housing, and of course your groceries. Babies are going to poop in the diaper. You're not going to, we know, right? So I'm not saying that you should live like a pauper, okay? I'm still a very, very decent lady, okay? I still have a standard, okay? So please, I want you to address the issue of fraud. Someone parading herself or himself as you. Okay, guys, again, all right, please take note. I do not have a backup account. And as a matter of fact, I don't have a WhatsApp group. I don't have a Telegram group. all you the scammers, you are getting on my nerves, right? I know you guys are here. Guys, you know what to do. Please block them, and of course, what's it called? Report and block them, right? If you have not clicked on the follow button right now, I will hate to see you fall prey. Click on the follow button now. Now is your clue. I'm going to give everybody 2 minutes. Now you know that this is the right Dr. Lina. And as a matter of fact, where's my iPad? Where is my iPad? Then I want everyone, CEO, Ohamev, emotional, latest millionaire in town. Very soon we're going to get verified, because we're not seeing all this nonsense we're not seeing this on IG. because we already verified there, right? So, but what we're going to do, pending the time, you see here, if you go here, I'll show you how to go there. Then you see another, if you go, you click in there, then you're going to see another small box, right? You see the picture of myself. If you click on it, you should be able to change my name, right? To you, represented, this is the right Dr. Lina. So first of all is for you to click on the follow button now. At least you know you have the right Dr. Lina, like Aura and Mrs. Mop has just done. So if you have not clicked on the follow button, take the time to click on the follow button now. I'm not going to be following back. So if somebody follows you and they have the picture, Money Talk with Dr. Lina's picture, and they have 10 contents, and they probably put my link or whatever, it is not me. Okay, this is PS, the public service announcement. It is not me. Reason why they are on our case is because we are growing every single day. 100 people are falling every day. So they are also trying to do that. One wrote to me on a DM with your cloned image. I know, that's why I'm saying click on the follow button. Now you know that if somebody follows you, then it's not Dr. Lina, because I stopped following. No, I'm not following anybody right now. I don't have a backup account. So take note. All right, there's nothing I can do if you don't click on the follow button. All these people they know because they've already clicked on the follow button. Take the opportunity. I'm giving everyone the few minutes. Click on that follow button if you have not done so. Click on the follow button. Very soon we will get verified, and all this thing is going to come to an end. But
this feels unhinged to say, but one of the rules I have in marriage is monogamy. That means no side.
All right. So make sure you click on the follow. Have we all clicked on the follow button? If you have not, I'm giving you 1 minute to do that. If you haven't done that, 1 minute to do that. Let me quick, and I want to show everyone this. So this is the way, because if you look at the @ sign, the name Money Talk with Dr. Lina, I did, but I don't see Dr. Lina. Exactly. If you check under it, there will be @ if you check under it at somebody else. My name is this, Money Talk with Dr. Lina on IG and Money Talk with Dr. Lina. And I hate that I have to interrupt my class every single time. And if you are here, God is going to judge you. All right. They tried a lot. Yeah, please, please, please. I just hate that, because I told you we have high net worth individuals here. So they don't, they want to. So look at this. Let me quickly show you. And I'm going to address it for the last time. You know, if you decide not to still click on the follow button and you fall prey, sorry, but no sorry. So this is it. Let's assume that this is another account. Let's say I want to check where is, and I don't have a backup account, because at times they would say, oh, it's Dr. Lina's backup account. So let's assume that I want to search. If your income doubled. Let's say I want to search Money Talk with Dr. Lina now. If you see my name, can you see my? If you see my name, can you see my? Let me see if I can mute. If you see my name, can you see my? Let me see if I can mute. If you see my name, can you see my? Let me see if I can mute. Sorry, guys. So let's quickly go through it. If you click on this right here, if you see my name is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Let's quickly go through it. If you click on this right here, if you see my name is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Let's quickly go through it. If you click on this right here, if you see my name is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Let's quickly go through it. If you click on this right here, if you see my name is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. All right. So you can click on this. All right. Guys, I'm done with this hyper. It's annoying me. All right, but I'll show you later. If you guys, I'm done with this. It's annoying me. All right, but I'll show you later. If you guys, I'm done with this. All right. Let's continue with our class. Let's not. So all you have to do is go here. If you go there, go on the picture right there. Then you can change my name right there to whatever you want to call it. And it's going to show who it is. So please, 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 if you haven't clicked on that follow button, make sure you do that. I don't want this to disrupt my class. And click on the follow button. All the people, if you want to click on the follow button, you already know it's the right Dr. Lina. So it starts with your income, guys. Income, that's the first step. And of course, the society tells us take your income and use it towards depreciating lifestyle liability. That's what the society told us, or the system tells us. You enjoy your life, have a good life because you deserve it, right? You deserve the good life. That's what it tells you. But guess what? This good life that they're talking about, they're telling you take all your income, fund bills, fund lifestyle, and it ends there. But think about it. Just look at it. It's this way, this way, this way. This is what it's called paycheck. Seeker, latest millionaire in town. This is what it's called paycheck to paycheck, right? Because it's paycheck. You spend it here. You finish the money. This is paycheck again. You start again. You come here again, right? That's what it means by paycheck to paycheck. It's a cycle. This is what is called rat race, and people do it for many, many years, right? People do it for many, many, many years. But what should you do differently? Still pay the bills, because you have to pay the bills, right? The kids have to eat. The babies have to eat. You have to eat. You have to drive a car. Kristen, latest millionaire in town. If you are just joining us, click on that follow button, right? But what should you do differently, or what did I do differently that helped me to get to that multi-millionaire status in my 30s? Ola and Kelvin. What did I do? Latest millionaire in town. And that you can also utilize is what? I set some of my money aside, some of my income. First was that I increased my income. That was my number one step. That's the first step. What did I do? I pivoted from finance to technology. You don't have to pivot. I'm going to teach you some other 4 strategies that you can use, right? I pivoted from finance and as an economist, as a chartered accountant, and I moved to technology because there was more money there and there was less work. More money, less work. Doing the same thing on technology side, and I left a Fortune 100 and I went to oil and gas, right? Got a job in the technology department of an oil and gas. Is a deep sea oil and gas company. This was about 15 years ago. And that, got 2 offers. One was Schlumberger, now SLB, and the other was McDermott. I got with McDermott even though it was smaller because it gave me money. Most important for me is that income going up, right? But then one of the things that I did differently was instead of me taking this money and as my income, as a matter of fact, my income increased by 30,000. I took a certification in 5 months under 5 months, and 5 months and $500 was the certification. I was able to increase my income by $30,000 about 15 years ago. So think about it now, how much that would be to a career that was less work, more money, right? And I did it. Forgot about passion for a minute. Lebron, latest millionaire in town. I forgot passion for a week, Nunu and Doc, right? For a minute. And that's what I pursued. But then as I increased my income by 30,000, one of the things that I did differently is I did not follow what the system says. Enjoy the fruit of your labor. That's not what I did. What I basically did was I increased my lifestyle by 5,000, right? Because also a laborer deserves his wages. I increased it maybe like 5,000. Then the remaining 25,000 went to this side of town. It's something called ACA. Everyone drop ACA in the comment. Everyone drop ACA in the comment. And if you are just joining us, click on the follow button. And please, if you have not clicked on the follow button and you're not tapping out the live, you're not sharing out the live, we're going to be coming in to start blocking all of those people that are looking like their behaviors are looking like that of a BOT, right? All those people that their behaviors are looking like BOTs, because it's only BOTs that will come here, sit forever, not, all right? Sit forever and not click on the follow button, not tap out the live, not share out the live, not doing anything, no comment, no nothing. So make sure you're commenting, make sure you're clicking the follow button, make sure you're getting your daily at me. Otherwise, we might be forced to block. Okay, so click on the follow button. Don't just sit here. Thank you so much for doing that. Really appreciate yours. I will aim to block people that looks like a BOT and scammers trying to scam my highly connected and high net worth millionaires within my community. Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. So ACA, what is ACA? Just like depreciating lifestyle liability, which is the DLL. Golden Tea, thank you so much for getting your daily at me. Just like the DLL, right? Depreciating lifestyle liability. ACA is what? Appreciating cash flowing asset. Whenever you hear something appreciating, it means it goes up. When you hear that, oh, that lady is an asset, it means that that lady is intelligent, is smart, right? It's going to bring value to my life if I marry this lady. That lady is an asset. If it's a lady is a liability, then they know that, okay, there's nothing that this lady is going to add to my life. She has nothing to bring on the table. But you, the man, has to be a table first, right? Before somebody can even bring something, okay? But let's not go there. Things that we see on the social media. All right. So think about it, but I had to bring that in to buttress this. So ACA is appreciating cash flow asset. It means that it's going to be one thing that you will learn from here is that it appreciates. It means it's growth. And of course, it's also going to give you cash that flows. But remember, this is a triangle. When this appreciates, it gives you a growth, and of course, it gives you cash flow. Guess what? It's still flowing back to this place, meaning that you're Macara, right? Macarena, right? It means that you can now enjoy that thing that you have delayed the gratification. You can still enjoy that lifestyle you want, that Mercedes, that shoe that you want to buy, that red bottom, that MS Sports. But guess what? It's something else that is paying for it. In my own case, I put 40 to 50% of my income, and then you're like, oh my goodness, no, I don't think this is possible. Start with 5% of your income, right? I mean, if your income is low, work towards increasing that income, but start somewhere. I was putting 50 to 60% of my income. We as a family, we're putting it towards what? Something that is going to put money in our pocket. Luxury dollhouse, latest millionaire, right? We were putting our money in things that cash flows. Remember this one, you can't go back to your landlord and say, landlord, I've been paying you rent for the past 3 years. Okay, where's my return on my investment? It's not an investment. But if you buy a house, right? Right, and you're paying a mortgage or whatever, even though it's not a direct investment, but that mortgage that you are paying, right, is a form of investment, because a day will come you pay off that mortgage. So whenever somebody is telling you rent versus buy, it should not even be a discussion. It should not be a discussion, because one is you're putting it towards an expense. There's another one that you are putting it towards getting an asset. Thank you all for tapping out the live, and let's get a daily at me's. If you can give the gallery, that would be much appreciated. And if you are just joining us, welcome into the $1 Million League, right? Welcome in. Click on that follow button if you have not done so. And we are talking about, today it's all about the right order to build wealth. Thank you so much, Foster Frost. If you'll be sitting there 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, and you've not clicked on the follow button, do so right now. Get your daily admins as well. If you can give the gallery, will be much appreciated. And of course, go popular to help this life as well. Thank you so much for doing that. Awesome. So, and in my own case, that's the first set of money that we were getting. Guess what? That money went to the first property that we bought. Live there, and guess what? We put 20%. As a matter of fact, that was about $69,000 under 6 months, because all we were doing was mop out everything to acquire that property. Guess what? That property as of today is worth 600,000, over 600,000, about 650,000, because it's doubled itself. And guess what? The mortgage on that house is less than 100,000. So that in itself is $500,000 in equity. And guess who is paying the mortgage right now? Somebody called Mr. Tenant, Mr. J and T, Mr. and Miss J and T. Pays for it. As a matter of fact, Miss T, she was in my life. She was telling me the other day. She was like, oh, can you come and coach me? Can you be my coach? aka my tenant. All right. So that's it. Asset will put money in your pocket. Equity right there, $500,000 equity. That is money. But guess what? If you are put it towards rent, so I put it to you today. I'm not saying it's for everybody. If there's anything you want to learn today, think about how can you, even if it's just your first house, no matter how small, get it. Even though you don't live there, go and put it on rent. And as a matter of fact, if I say it takes a lot, I'm going to teach you house hacking strategy where you live there for 2 years, right? And you live there for 2 years, and of course you use an FHA loan 3 to 5%, $10,000, $27 a day, $27 a day for 1 year, 365. That's $10,000 a day. A year you can buy a 200,000 worth of property, and you start paying it gradually. You own something. By the time you finish paying, guess what? That property might be worth 500,000, 600,000. That is also an avenue for some people to become a multi-millionaire. I mean, to become a millionaire or retirement plan. As a matter of fact, a lot of millionaires that we have today, current millionaires, it's either they have some of them, 401k, mini retirement plan, their retirement, or as a result of their houses. So don't be in that right frame of mind, or where they are telling you go and renting is better than buying. Another lie that they told you. Renting is better than buying, but the society, BlackRock, is buying all the single family homes. Berkshire Hathaway is just acquired. Is about to acquire Redfin, or is it Zillow that is acquiring? Somebody correct me. Says the latest millionaire in town. But then they are telling an average middleman to say, don't buy. Let us buy it. Then you come and rent from us. Another lie that they're telling you. The same thing that they've lied to you. They gave you credit card instead of teaching you how to invest. $100, if you have started it at the age of 20, you put it in a Roth IRA. Trust me, if that's all that you were doing, that's $3 a day. If that's all, that's not even up to a cup of coffee. If that's all that you're doing, you will retire a millionaire. All you're doing, and you started it at the age of 20. So you are in your 50s right now, and you're like, oh, tell your children to start doing it. Set them on that path. Another generation. Because what you don't want is that you go through what your children go through the same thing that you're going through right now. And you're like, oh, I wish I met Dr. Lina late. Yes, you met Dr. Lina late. But guess what? You can still use it for your family, one way or the other. Remember, we teach generational wealth building here. As a matter of fact, every Sunday we have family and finance special, right? If you missed last Sunday was explosive. It was 10 things every member of the family needs to build, protect, and of course, transfer wealth. That's what it was. Things around scholarship, having your children as on authorized credit card, all those things are the things that we teach, right? Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. Asai and Lordy, latest millionaire in town. If you are just joining us, click on that follow button. I know things are very new to you. You're wondering what we're talking about. We're talking about the right order to building wealth. And in the process, we are giving ourselves good education on learning what the society has told us, and we are teaching ourselves the right way. What got me there? Multi-millionaire status in my 30s. That's the secret I'm sharing right now. And all that I use is the multi-millionaire's wealth blueprint. Google who Warren Buffett is. Google who this man is. Part of my strategy. Okay? Part of my strategy. NMA and Barry, latest millionaire in town. Opulent. Build, protect, and yes, exactly. That's exactly what we talk about here. So this is not get rich quick scheme. Matter, latest millionaire in town. We are building generational wealth. Larima, yes, that's what we are doing. Generational wealth. So if you missed last Sunday, you would find the replay on YouTube. YouTube is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Go there, search, and go on the live tab. You will find over 200 videos. All of the recording, 200 videos. Can somebody help me type or put the link, all the OGs in the house? You love my teaching. Awesome. Thank you. right? Kwame, latest millionaire in town, right? All of my OGs, can you please help me drop the link to the YouTube channel so that people can go and subscribe? You don't want to, because now I just started releasing those videos, meaning the recording. So it was on Sunday, family and finance on Sunday. You don't, it's there. I think you would find it right there. So just type the date and you will find it. It typically will be released the next day, right? Click on that follow button if you have not done. No, thank you so much. So the name is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. On IG is also Money Talk with Dr. Lina as well. On IG, on YouTube, is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Man, peace, latest millionaire in town. And as a matter of fact, I release videos every single, I think it's 3 videos. I just released the video, the 5 rules, the 5 money rules, right, that you need to know. I released that at 9 p.m. Central Time. Trina and Man Peace, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the roses. Awesome. Let's continue. So you put your money in appreciating cash flowing asset. Thank you so much, Nuno. Right? And everyone tapping out their life. Appreciating cash flowing asset. And then it goes to depreciate. Guess what? You can now go and buy that car. I've shared my story of how I wanted to buy my car. Right? And everybody said the same lie. Go to, you work too hard. You've made this money. You're a vice president. You almost became a family meeting. You're selfish to yourself. And I said, calm down. Give me 2 months. The only thing is that I cannot afford to trade my life. Your life is, you trade your life for a whole year, then you go and use it to buy a purse. Because the purse is what? Or you go and use it to buy a car. I said, I can't do that. I used the money to go and buy a house. 170, the house was 185,000. I bought it for 172,500. This is real life. Part of my strategy of how I got to multi-millionaire status in my 30s. Right? That's what I did. I took the money, with the money that I was supposed to buy a car, waited 2 months, added money to it, bought the house cash, 185,000, but then I got a discount to 172,500. Bought the car. After I bought the house, I fixed it. Everything all in was about 180, 185 or whatever. But the house was about 230 if I wanted to sell it the next minute. Prestige, latest millionaire. And Larima, like I was saying, okay, fams, right? No. Uche. So, and Dr. Sake. So, basically what I just did, Lewis and James, Omon, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. So I'm not telling you, whatever I'm teaching you is practical, things that I've done. So just, and those on the YouTube, welcome in. Click on that subscribe button if you have not done so. Click on that subscribe button. Right. So like I was saying, I took the car, I bought the house, then I rented it out. Now I went back to buy the car after 2 months. The car of my dream, the car that I really, really love. Expensive, but I love it like that. So I tell you that I love good things, okay? I love good things, right? I'm not one of those coaches that will say, don't spend your money on anything. But the only thing, thank you so much, Nunu. So this is the YouTube link. So go there. So go, everybody, go. Everybody go. We'll wait for you. Go, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's do that. Let's subscribe. I have 174. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, that is the link. Thank you so much, Nunu. Go. Everybody go. I'll be waiting on you on this side. Click on that link. Thank you so much, Nunu. Click on I can't pin it though, but you just scroll down and just click on it. Click on it. Everybody go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yeah. Awesome. General, latest millionaire. I went to buy the car of my dreams. As a matter of fact, the car was over $100,000. Okay. All right. I went to buy it, and I'm not saying this to brag, but just to tell you that what is possible. And then I bought the car, and then somebody is paying for the car. As a matter of fact, it's an RN that is paying for that car because he rented the house, pays me every month. I pay the car company. Okay, time to get another one done. No. That car is going to be 10 years old with me. It's just 2 years, so he has 8 more years to go. Except you want to get your own car, right? You want to get your own car. You deserve it now. 8 more years, right? Got the car. Guess what? Today, She pays me. Yes, above that. Yeah. Grow with Loveland. Yes, it's above that. Yeah. So whenever I tell you that you can enjoy your life and still leave the world, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. I mean, I told you, I don't, there's, in short, very soon I'm going to be pushing the lifestyle with Money Talk with Dr. Lina. I will put some lifestyle there so you would understand. I'm not one of those coaches that would say, oh, don't spend money. Why you came to this life? You need to spend money. But the only thing is that the problem that I have, I don't have problem with your MS Sports and your Gucci, or I don't have a problem with it. The problem that I have with it is that your life, right? 8 hours of your life today multiplied by 5 days, 40 hours. They gave you maybe $500. You now use that $500. 40 hours of your life, a whole week. You only had maybe 100 years of your life, a whole week of your life. You now use it to buy a pair of shoes. That's where my problem lies. That doesn't mean that I cannot buy that shoe double the price or triple the price. That doesn't mean I do not have it. Okay? The therapist, latest millionaire in town. That doesn't mean I do not have it. But the only difference is that what pays for it is what matters. At least even the Mercedes that I shout about is not even up to $100,000, right? Except for the, what's it called? Except for the Maybach. The Maybach is the only one that is it Maybach or Maybach? Whatever it's called. That's the one that is above 100,000. But you hear me talk about Mercedes, But I did say that I bought a car over 100,000. But what pays for it? It is somebody called Mrs. Tennant that pays for that car. In another 1 year or two, somebody else the car will be paid off. But then the money that I work for is for the rent. Don't worry, Doctor. 10 more quarters till retirement. I will enjoy them. Well done. 10 more quarters. Okay, that's 3 years. Oh, so that's just it. That's just it. So it is called delayed gratification. Delay it like James is delaying right now. And then he would retire in another few years, in 10 quarters, as a matter of fact. And then what? He has all this asset, and then he can leave his RAV4 and please buy us a better car. But if you are still here, you don't have any business in doing here. You have to go through these. What is ETF? Exchange Traded Funds. Money. Click on that follow button. I have not even started the journey. That's why you need to, that's why you need to start. So you cannot even be talking about this. A lot of people want to jump from this straight to this because that's what the society told us. But then if you jump from this to this, yes, you will have it. But guess what? You will continue to do this job continuously, non-stop to 65 to fund this life. But if you delay the gratification, you come this way, you put it towards asset like the real estate I talked about, like the ETF, exchange traded funds, real estate businesses. Guess what? It's not going to be like a tree. ACA is here. You put it in the ground. It's going to germinate, 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 germinate. What is this? Dividends income, rental income, investment income, business income. It's going to be giving you all of those things. Then that income, can you see income? Income is not just this income from your active and your end income anymore. It is something coming from your money. This is whenever you hear me say your money should be working harder than you do. This money, right? You go to bed, right? You eat, you go to restroom, right? You shower, you do all of that. This one doesn't have any break. It's working 24 hours. It doesn't use the restroom. It doesn't do anything. All it's doing is to work for you every day. In ETF, it's generating 15%. It's generating 12%. In real estate, you are getting 1%, rental income every month. Then you can go and buy whatever you want to buy. I don't care what to buy at that time. If you like, buy aeroplane. I don't care. But it's not you that is doing the job. It's your money that is doing the work. And that is what is called financial freedom. The first level, let me see. Men, then you are at the right place at the right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, did I miss something? Right? Now, look here. Appreciating cash flowing. I say, if you are just joining us, click on that follow button. Let's all get our daily admin. We need 4 more people if that have not clicked on the follow button. They are getting their daily admin. Let's get our daily admin. If you can give the gallery, that would be much appreciated, right? If you can give the gallery, that would be much appreciated. Click on the follow button if you haven't done so. Don't just sit here taking all this information, right? Click on that follow button. Thank you so much for getting your daily admin. Really appreciate you doing that. Money latest millionaire in town, right? I know you don't mean to, right? Click on the follow button. You don't know how to click. There's a plus sign in front of your name. Click on that. Click on that follow button. You guys are absolutely amazing. Don't just sit here not doing nothing, okay? Mado, latest millionaire in town as well. I mean, thank you for so much for getting your daily admin. Don't just sit here. Click on that follow button. Tap out the Al-Amis. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the roses, Tiana. Thank you, everyone, for gifting the gallery. Go Purple, let's help this life as well. Thank you, everyone, doing that. Awesome. So, guess what? Appreciating cash flowing. So, your goal, thank you so much for the roses. Your goal should be this. Focus on this. Appreciating cash flowing asset. Then it germinates. And then it gives you can now fund that lifestyle that you want. Now, when this dividend income, real estate, rental income, all of these different incomes, the minute it can pay your bills, it can fund these bills right here. That's the first level of financial freedom. Yes, that's what we are talking about. Think about it. You don't have to clock in tomorrow. And then by the end of the month, you don't have to clock in for the whole of this month. And by the end of the month, your bills are taken care of. That's what we are talking about. That's what is financial freedom. And the next level of financial freedom is, it doesn't just take care of your bill, it also replaces your income, right? It also replaces your income. What does this mean? It means that it takes care of your bill, but it also takes care of the lifestyle. So like you can also still invest more, right? It takes care of DLL, and it also still have the additional money that you can also put towards additional invested. Guess what? You now have more ACA, additional ACA, additional ACA. It's not many plants that's generating fruits for you. That's where you want to be. It gets to a point, once you get to this point, you become what? You become work optional. That's where you want to be. Think about yourself in an Hawaii. It's a numbers game. Exactly, it's a numbers game. Think about Hawaii. So there's a time when you are grinding, right? It's small, gradually you start producing more, and before you know it, it's like speed is running, right? But he has to be in the right soil, and we're going to talk about that. So one of the things, I'm going to give you 3 things that are very crucial in this your wealth building journey. Remember, wealth is money, health, social, peace, and time. Once you get to financial freedom, you buy back your time, definitely. Once you put protection around your wealth, is the snowball effect. Once you want to buy back your time, because this is the one doing the job, right? It's the money that is doing the job. Think about minions, your little minions. This is your little minions, your little self. You will have grandbabies and grandbabies and grandbabies. That is how wealth is built. You buy back your time. Then once you put protection around it, because now that you become a multi-millionaire, you don't want one crazy person to pour water in the floor and then says that, oh, you are the one. I mean, you pour water in your own floor and you fell on that floor, and then you say that, oh, because you own the property, it's a liability. You don't want that, right? Peace wealth. You already have your living trust. You have all of that. You have peace, because now you've taken care of your emergency fund. You put in all your beneficiary protection. Remember what I said earlier: build, protect, transfer. Build, protect, transfer. That's it. Now you're going to connect with, you will be in the community of the right people, because you are a function of people that you surround yourself with. A function of the people that you surround yourself with. Now you are within the $1 million league. So if you have not clicked on that follow button, click on that follow button now. This is the community of people that already physically millionaires and multi-millionaires. And then some people, Though they don't have it in their account right now, their account and their paycheck doesn't look like it, but they already have a mindset. Remember, it starts with a mindset, the millionaire mindset. I'm going to get there, right? And they are showing up every day. They are increasing their wealth. Somebody just crossed $500,000 within this community about 4 weeks ago. You are going to be connecting with those people, okay? Multi-millionaires, millionaires. You follow the Millionaires Wealth Blueprint. If you have not clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button. Let's welcome you in. And then, of course, when there's money, there's your health to be okay. Your health will be good. Your health will be good, right? Because you will sleep with you're not thinking of landlord matter. In short, high blood pressure will rise if you have to pay your mortgage. You will have to pay rent and you don't have money. That is ill health. You cannot sleep well. And when you cannot sleep well, like, I mean, somebody like me, if I don't sleep well, trust me, I'm going to be sick. Right? Your health will be good. You will get the best medical care. The best medical care are in the A neighborhood, right? The best medical care are in the B neighborhood. So forget about what people tell you. Money is the root of all evil. Money is not good. Money, it's a lie. Money is good. Money is amazing. As a matter of fact, money ends the BS. And definitely, money gives you options. Exactly. Money gives you options. So stop. Don't let, that's the other thing that they lie to you. Money gives you options. It gives you option. Money is sweet. Because you can look at that boss in your eye. You can take off your glasses and look at your boss and you say, F you. Bye. I'm out. If it misbehaves and talks to you rudely, I'm not saying go and do it. But that's the reality. It gives you options. It gives you options. I was saying, but I'm sorry your boss is really, you really hate your boss. You really hate your boss. But seriously, a lot of people, they're on a toxic job. And those are the things that is impacting their mental health. It's coming from somebody. Let me tell you something. For 3 years, I was driving 3 hours, 1.5 hours each way. 3 solid hours. And trust me, I will still arrive at the, don't intimidate you. I will still arrive at work at 7:05 and somebody would still say, oh, you know what? How come you did not arrive 5 minutes? And I agree because resumption is 7 o'clock. Time is time. Nobody cares. So always remember, nobody's coming to save you. Michael, latest millionaire in town. Right? Nobody's coming to save you. You are the author and the one that would rewrite your story. As a matter of fact, if you get laid off today, unemployment that you have been contributing to, okay, is only for 6 months. And the highest you can get, if you're in a Texas like me, it's about $2,000 or $2,500. So all you can get is $12,000. Or additionally, Social Security that you have been contributing to might not be in existence after 2032, except government does something drastic. And even if there's going to be apportioned, right? Right? They will cut it. Maybe they'll give me $200. They'll give me $100. So, summary: your life is in your hands. Nobody, no government is coming to save you. Unfortunately, about 2 weeks ago, I was showing it even live, where I had to move one of my tenants' properties, escorted by the sheriff to move our things to the curb, meaning on the roadside, under 2 hours because of lack of rent payment. Nobody is coming to save you. So the earlier you understand that, you will stop keeping up with the Joneses and you will do what you need to do You focus on putting money towards assets and start having extra streams of income. You will not put all your money in one basket, because massive layoff, 30,000 people laid off in Oracle in one day. It could be anybody. It is not their fate. Some of them are way, way smarter than you. They're software engineers. Okay? All right. Enough word. A word is enough for the wise. Shika, latest millionaire in town. So thank you so much. If you have just joining us, click on the follow button. Now let's go about it. You see this part? I spent a long time on it. And I'm doing a lot of it this week, because we are not going to go to the teaching part of, you're most welcome. We're going to go to the teaching part of it, which is, how do you go about it? This is the thing I taught myself. I learned myself, and I switched from keeping up with the Joneses, trying to impress others, and that was when it switched and clicked in my head that I don't know how to beg anybody for money. And then I know that I need to stop saving and start doing what? Investing. All right. Any question to this point? We are going to go into, the things that are key. Income is a very key factor here. Putting some money aside. Income minus your expenses. The income minus your expenses. The wider it is, the more that you put in here in your appreciating cash flowing asset. On this side, investing in here, that is what, the quicker you get to financial freedom, the quicker you get to that wealthy status. Okay, so I'm going to be telling you the exact steps, the right order to build wealth, an exact order that I used in my own case, right, to get to that multimillionaire status in dollars, right, in my 30s. Okay, now you understand this part. Okay, so let's go, because I spent so much time on this. Let's go. And if you are just joining us, you've been here 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, click on that follow button. Click on the follow button. You're just joining us, click on the follow button. Welcome in. This is the $1 Million League, community of millionaires, those that are already millionaires or multi-millionaires in dollars, and those that are anticipating to become millionaires. They're just aspiring that, okay, you know what, I'm paycheck to paycheck now, but I want to be the first millionaire in my family. I want to be the trailblazer, right? Make sure you click on the follow button. Test fan, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Click on that follow button. I'm going to tell you the exact strategy, right? The right order to building wealth. That's what we're going to be going straight into. So don't just sit here. One of the things that we don't do here is you're just sitting and you don't click on the follow button. You don't tap out the light. You don't share the light. You don't do nothing. Hi, Tyson. Click on the follow button. If you're just sitting here, you're doing us a disservice. And let's get our daily admins as well. It's 11:01. Let's quickly get our daily admins. Let's click on the follow button. Before we start, I'm going to be teaching you the exact order to building wealth. So if you haven't clicked on the follow button, we don't do that here, okay? Let's give you 1 minute. You don't know how to click on the follow button, click on the plus sign. Thank you so much, Olenda, getting your daily admin, okay? And we just reached that goal. Let's keep doing that. If you can, awesome. 51,000 taps. If you haven't clicked on the follow button, we have 180 people here. So good to have you. Click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. We're going to be talking about the right order to build wealth. So I talked about income, right? That's the first thing. I talked about income, right? So except you got an income, you got an inheritance, you are getting something through your job. Those on the YouTube side, welcome in. Click on the subscribe button. Thank you so much for all of you getting your daily admins. Also, let's prioritize people that haven't clicked on that follow button. Please, you're doing us a disservice, not clicking on that follow button, not tapping out the live, not sharing out the live, not doing anything, because the algorithm assumes that you're a BOT or you're a scammer, or it just feels that you do not find value here, right? Grow with lovely latest millionaire in town. Also, latest millionaire in town as well. Awesome. Teresa, latest millionaire in town. Thank you for servicing this community the right way, because if you don't do all of this, then you are doing us a disservice. Stop disservicing this community. Be servicing this community. Oh my God, I kind of like that. Awesome. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I will try to get through this in the next 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour. Number one is income, and I taught this yesterday. Income, right? Is either you got an inheritance. If you're like me, I never got an inheritance, and I don't play all those things called lottery and all of that. I don't play because I know my luck is for, it's for something else. It's not for for this, right? So I work so much. I focus on my income, and I told you exactly. I increased my income many years ago. The first thing first, how do you increase your income? The first thing first, a lot of people, these number one is the first step, right? If you have not gone to school, but if you have already gone to, you got your first degree, right? Then you don't need to go to the another. A lot of time what I see is that somebody already got a degree, maybe in one country, and then you come into another country, and then you're like, oh, you know what? I need to go back to school. I need to go back to school. That's not in. That should be your last resort. Like that should be your last result. But let's assume that that's the case, right? You decide to say, okay, you know what, I want to go back to school, right? And that's the case, right? All you have to do is make sure you look for something called scholarship. Dr. Fatima is here, right? I don't know if she's still here, and she's a director of scholarships in admission in UCLA in California, right? And that's part of what she does. And she keeps saying that every single year, right, millions of dollars goes on claim every single year, right? So in terms of scholarships, there are different types of scholarship. It is not just athletics only. A lot of people say, oh, you have to play American football, you're pushing your kid. No, it doesn't have to be that. There's so many. There's academic scholarships. There is the one that because you are even, a brown color, brown skin, beautiful like me, right? Or because you are Asian community, because you're Caucasian, whatever, because you belong to a certain community, you're Jewish, you'll be so surprised that there's something for you. Because you come from a certain state, a certain financial whatever, that is scholarship, right? That's one of the ways. Always explore that before you start thinking of student loan, right? Explore that before you start thinking of student loan. Now, always think about the free. What is the free? Now, if you don't decide, you still want to go to school, but you're not going back to the regular college, there are free trainings on Google Coursera, Harvard Business School, Udemy, YouTube, TikTok. These are free trainings that are available for you. Always remember the employers, coming from somebody that been in the corporate world for close to 2 decades, guys. I have been in the corporate world, a vice president of technology. So take it or leave it. Take it from me. Employers will pay for skills, not that certificate, right? You've already gotten a certificate already. One second. You've already gotten a certificate already. You might not need to go back to college itself. And let's keep tapping out the light. You might not need to go back to college, right? So you might not need to do that. So you go and do all of this. Another way is what I did. I got a certification in my own case. That's what I did. Certification was all I did. Then get a certification and increase your income. Mine was $500 under 5 months, and I increased my income by $30,000. Then the next thing is you can supplement your income. You don't want to go back to school. You don't want to do anything in relation to that. But then what you can basically do is what? Give me 1 second. What you can do in your own case, you can decide to get additional stream of income. You can do things like affiliate marketing. You can ride Uber. You can rent a car on Toro. You can do Uber Eats. Any of those sites also that you can do. Instead of you watching Love Island or spending time and watching things that doesn't put money in your pocket, spend 2 hours. Do those things. Put that money towards investing. Then number 4 is what? Negotiate with your employer. One of the things that got me to the vice president role quicker was what? Was my ability, affiliate marketing, exactly. I need someone to even teach me that affiliate marketing, right? I need someone to teach me that, right? So, right, in my own case, I had to negotiate. One of the ways I was always doing is, I'm looking for the next big thing. I stayed in my first company for 8 years. After that, 2 years, 3 years, I'm gone. And that's what gave me my own promotion. So maybe you are supposed to be, you are waiting for promotion inside, and you are praying for God. but the person in front of you has refused to leave, or he has refused to, DIE, then you go out and you move for your promotion somewhere else. Ben, latest millionaire in town, right? That's what you need to do. You're not a tree. A lot of times, one of the problems that we have is that we like our comfortable zone. We like our comfort zone. We don't want to move. But you don't know that your comfort zone that you are in, right? That is what is keeping you POOR, keeping you paycheck to paycheck, right? You need to change. You need to shake things up a little bit. You need to shake things up a little bit, because guess what? Nobody's coming to save you guys. Negotiate with your employer. Even if you don't want to leave that company, you love the company so much, there's internal job posting. Is there another role internally that you have the skill set, or you can get skill set in and get to go there and you get your promotion through that way? All right, hold your career in your hands, because this income, the higher it is, the quicker to your financial freedom. Remember, it's the race to financial freedom. That's number one. Number two, now that you have fixed that income, any question on income? Any question on income? Let's keep tapping out the live. If you are just joining us, welcome. We are talking about the right order to build wealth. Any question? Any question? And if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. As a matter of fact, I'll need everyone to go and subscribe today. We are very, very close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you can go there, that would be much appreciated. No, if you can just, or someone can just drop the link, that would be great. Let's all go subscribe. Let's go subscribe. Millionaire in town. And for those, all the OGs in the house that already subscribe on the YouTube, all my $1 million millionaires, right? My $1 million community. Yeah, make sure you also go there. My latest video, always, don't just watch, always comment as well. That's the link right there. Go there and subscribe. And all the recording of all of this recording of this live, yesterday live, 2 days, whatever you have missed, you would find it in there. Just go to the live tab and you will find the recording right there. All the I have at least 60 videos, meaning 60 lives was what I conducted in July, because I was showing up twice a day. We had a financial freedom drive and I was showing up twice a day, all through July, which was so life-changing. A lot of people have their account open, they started investing and all of that. All of those people, thank you so much, KB Brown for God, right? So all of those, you will find it on the live tabs. Go there and subscribe if you have not done that. Thank you so much for the roses, right? Go there and subscribe. It's just to help as many people. We're just helping as many people. The more people we have that are millionaires. Thank you so much, Olanga, and everyone putting that link right there. Let's go right there. Let's go and subscribe. Let's subscribe. We are almost at 1,000. Almost at 1,000. We're almost at 10,000 here, right? And also on YouTube, on Instagram as well. It's also Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Just follow. You're part of the community. Very soon we should also have a community. Very, very soon we should have a community, right? So we can have our internal talk right there. Internal talk, because very soon I would show less on this. I will be showing up less. Last month I was showing up twice every day. This month I'm showing up once. So maybe next month it might be short, it might be lower. So you want to make sure that you're subscribed across, you're followed across all platforms. And whenever we're going to be doing trainings on Zoom, like in which month? In May, we had the training on how to buy real estate. In April, we had the real estate bootcamp. In May, we had the smart investing workshop. In June, we had the wealth building academy, where I had other 2 doctors as well, right? We have that. Which is better? Which one is better? What do you mean by which is better? Which one is better? What do you mean by that? Right? So let's go to number 2. So if you haven't subscribed, please, let everyone just go shows the community is support. I can't have 10,000 people here and then I have 1,000 people on the other side. Buying a landed property versus a home, I'm not sure what you mean. When we talk about real estate, we'll talk about, because I think we're talking about real estate, okay? Yeah. You slept, Michael. You kept my queen there. Okay. Home for rent. Yeah. Go on the YouTube and subscribe. Once you subscribe, you will see videos, tons of videos on strategies, different strategies, right? Because it depends on your goal. That question you ask is a big question, right? You need to know your goals. I don't know your goals, okay? I don't know your age. There's so many things that surrounds that. And for me to be able to recommend something, which one is better or which one is not better, it depends, especially when it comes to landed property. Are you buying A, B, C, D neighborhood? Where are you buying? Right? Which country are you? Right? What, you need to know what the return on investment is. So it's not just a generic, what happens to A is different from B, is not a generic answer, okay? It's not a generic answer. So let's go to number two. Number two, now that you fix the income, the next thing is your emergency fund. What is the emergency fund? Everybody drop BLS in the BLE. Drop BLE in the comment section. BLE in the comment section. Everyone drop BLE in the comment section. BLE. Everyone drop it. If you're just joining us, welcome in BLE. Right? Nunu decided to give us MLE today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. BLE, basic living expenses. Thank you, everyone responded. Basic living expenses, that's what that is, right? Your basic living expenses, right? Meaning that your housing, your transportation, your feeding, your utilities. Utilities, transportation, feeding, and of course, housing. Those four things are your basic living expenses. Calculate it for 3 to 6 months, right? Basic living expenses, yeah, that's what that is. Calculate it for 3 to 6 months. So if it's like, if you add up all this and it's like $2,000, multiply it by 3 months or 6 months. What determines if you should do 3 months or 6 months? It depends on your stability. If your employer, if you are the weakest link on your job, you should do 6 months. If you are the last person that you are just the new hire on that job, make sure, and you know that your company is doing layoffs already, they are doing waves of layoffs, then make sure you are having 6 months. If you are self-employed, you're thinking about 6 to 12 months, okay? Right? But your job is stable, you're in an industry where there's no, everything is good, 3 months is okay. So that's it. And you don't put it in an investment, you put it in an high yield savings account. I love when you laugh. Let me laugh again. Yeah, thank you so much. Right? High yield savings account, okay? High yield savings account. Right? High yield savings account is where you put this money. Why? Because your emergency can happen at any time. And we got to 60,000 taps. You guys are absolutely amazing. You guys rock. Everyone tapping out that like, you guys rock. You guys are absolutely amazing. Yes. And if you're just joining us, click on that follow button. You're just joining us, click on the follow button. We're talking about the right order to build wealth. Income, emergency fund is the next thing, right? So I yield Denver, welcome in. Click on that follow button if you haven't done that. Dinosaur, latest millionaire in town. Yeah, thank you so much. Click on that follow button. Don't just sit here. Let's click on follow. Let's also share out the live. Let's repost. Let's share out the live. Let's repost. Thank you so much for doing that. Let's share. Let's repost. Thank you so much for doing that. Let's also get a daily admin. Click on the follow button. Be here 1 minute, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. Come on. Yeah, click on that follow button. Click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. Awesome. Now, high yield savings account. How do you know high yield savings account? I have a first home. I want to use money from it for down payment for second home. Absolutely, right? Absolutely, it's a way to go. That's a better strategy. You can actually take an equity, but you know your financial status. Are you able to take care of that home? Like, are you able to pay the mortgage if the house becomes vacant? Okay. That's the question you need to. Do you have additional income to pay the mortgage? Do you have reserves to pay the mortgage in a case when the house is vacant? Like, I can pay at least 4 homes right now if the house is vacant, right? And my lease ends at the same time, which is summertime. If I have vacant houses, I can still pay the mortgage for those vacant houses for another 2-3 months conveniently without any pain, right? So those are the questions you need to ask yourself before you go into that, okay? Otherwise, if you don't have that, then set that money aside for things like that reserve as well. Awesome. So I hope that answers your question. I use savings account. put your money in an IU savings account. What are IU savings account? They're regular bank accounts, but it gives you 3 to 6 months of living, 3 to 5% return on investment, right? The interest you get from this is about if you're in the United States, it's about 3 to 5%. In your own country, check what IU savings account. It can also be high interest savings account. Just Google IU savings account in your country, and of course, and also in August 2026, the month that you're in. Like in the United States, we have something like a SoFi, right? Gio, thank you so much for the ripples, right? We have something like a SoFi, which is like, it gives about 4%, and you also get a $400, okay? Say thank you, Dr. Lina. Say thank you, Dr. Lina. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but so many people have gotten their free $400. So 4%, you can actually go. Google is an online bank, by the way. If you don't want an online bank, you can do Capital One. Capital One is a mortar and brick bank, and it gives you about 3% return. But guess what? Chase, right? A Bank of America, right? Those won't give you about 0.01%. Okay, so you don't want to put your money in there because you want to get something on top of your money, because inflation is at 4.2%, meaning that the rate at which you are losing your money is at 4.2%. So at least this is a way for you to hedge against inflation, because the goal of this emergency fund is for it to be liquid, but ultimately the main goal is for it to be liquid so that I can access it at any time. In a case where there's an emergency, it's your safety net. Okay, but now let's now assume that but then you also want it to be growing, because inflation is eating your money away. What is inflation? Inflation is the rate at which money loses its value. So in the United States, it's about 4.2%. I'm in Texas, in the United States. So, but think about, every country has their own inflation. In some countries, even double digit, 12%, 13%. So it simply means that your $100 is what? $95.80. That's what it means, right? It means that what you were able to buy last year with that money, this year, if you go to the store, you are going to get, with the same money, you're only going to get a worth of $95.20 or 80 cents. As a matter of fact, it feels worse than that. In reality, it feels worse than that. Grocery is at all-time high. Gas is at all-time high in the United States. And of course, you probably felt the impact in your own country as well, right? So you want to make sure that you're hedging against inflation. Just to bring it to perspective, if you had kept $50,000 in the impact of inflation in terms of numbers, if you had kept $50,000 in the bank, right, in 2019, today, as of this year, it is worth $39,000. So you would have lost $11,000 to inflation, meaning that what you were able to get with $50,000, right, in 2019, right, now you would have to pay additional, right? What you will be able to get is the only thing you're going to get in return right now is what? 39,000. Okay, so that's just what that's what inflation is. Okay, that's what inflation is. So you want to make sure that you are putting your money, your emergency fund, in the right place. Now let's go to the third thing. Any question in emergency fund or IU savings account? Let's go to the third thing. The right order to building well. Let's share out the life. If you are just joining us, click on that follow button. You're just joining us. Click on the follow button. You're just joining us, or you've been here 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You're doing us a disservice not clicking that follow button. Let's all get our daily at me. If you haven't gotten your daily at me, let's get our daily at me. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much. Let's get our daily at me as well. You're late. I will read. No. Don't worry. If you will find the recording. If you are late or you're just joining, you'll find the recording in the YouTube side. So if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube side, it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Please let me drop it. If you haven't subscribed, you will find the just go on the live tab and you'll find the recording. It's going to be uploaded by tomorrow. The one of yesterday should be there right now. The one of family and finance, you will find it right there. Tonda Asenje, latest millionaire in town. Yeah, welcome in. Click on that follow button if you have not done so. So let's go to number 3. What is number 3? Number 3, and I put it in red for a reason. Okay, there's a reason why every color is in red. Really, there's no reason, but it's also to get your attention. What does this mean? What does this mean? Number 3 is what? You have gotten this income. You have gotten your emergency fund taken care of, 3 to 6 month living expenses. Then number 3 is what? Debt payoff. Debt payoff. What debt are you paying off? Any debt that the interest is greater than 10%. Any debt, and this is a flow, right? This is 1 to 2. So you're not jumping straight. So you need to follow it in this order. Because remember, we said the right order to build wealth. Any debt that the interest rate is greater than 10%. So what interest rate would you have that is greater than 10%? A credit card, payday loan, mortgage will not fall in this category. Student loan will not be in this category, except your car note is greater than 10%. But if your car note is less than, we're not even prioritizing that. We're talking about any debt that is above 10%. Credit card is at 20. ELOC is on the property side because it's secured and typically is less than 10%. ELOC is less than 10%. It's not there, right? Cash out refinance, all those things are not there. Anything related to properties and mortgages, they don't fall in this category. Now, majorly, it's payday loan, right? Majorly, it's credit card, 25% credit card. I hope you know that there's an interest on that credit card as you are swiping it. As you are swiping it, right? Mine is more than 10%. You need to negotiate, right? But then it's when you use it, okay? It's when you use it, grow with lovely. It's when you use it, that is when, because it's just seated there like a credit line. If you don't use it, then you don't get charged, okay? Right? You don't, and I wouldn't expect anybody, you should use your ELOC as a credit line, like a credit card, right? You cannot put a home mortgage on it doesn't make sense to go put a home mortgage on ELOC, right? Yeah, and it's tax deductible. Yeah, I mean it is. Yeah, I agree with you. It is. Yes, that is talk to that. I like from the perspective that you're coming from. It is definitely tax deductible. Yeah. So debt payoff is greater than 10%. I mean, any debt that is greater than 10%, that is your credit card, your payday loan. So what is an example? So how do you pay it off? Any question on that? Why is this important? A lot of people jump straight in investing. After they've taken this income, they jump straight into investing, and that is the wrong order. What do I mean by this? All these things, 25% payday loan, credit card, 18%. You are exposing yourself to the stock market investing, right? That's what you're doing. Most of the time, there's a risk in the stock market. It's not guaranteed. I want to ask us a question. If I tell you that, if Chase comes or a bank tells you that, put your money here, I'm going to give you a return of 20% on it. Your interest rate on your savings account is going to be 20%. Would you put your money in it? Let's assume your bank suddenly open a program, a product, and they say that, okay, you know what, this product, lock your money for 1 year, and I'm going to put 20% on it. Hell yes. Who else? Yes, twin. Who else? Who says no? Welcome in, everyone. If you're just joining us, we're talking about the right order to build wealth. Click on the follow button. If you're just joining us, right? You said yes, right? So whenever you pay off the debt, let me tell you what you've just done. If your interest rate is 20%, remember you're supposed to be paying this interest every single month, right? Freddie, latest millionaire in town. You're paying the interest. Oh, I have a card that's 24% on the business side. My APR is 24% on my credit on my business card. That's why you use it like a debit card. Okay, I've seen somebody in this community that their home credit card was 32%, and because of that, she had to go and take e-lock to pay it off so that she can get a lower interest, right? And that's the only time I would agree with that. Asabia Adams, latest millionaire in town. So think about it. You're paying, let's say you owe someone. I mean, you owe the credit card. Let's say this is credit card or this is a loan. You're paying a 20% on it. The minute you pay off this 20%, if you remember it's debt payoff, what are you doing? That 20%, where does it go? Have you ever thought about it? When you owe, let's say you owe $10,000, and every single year you're paying 20% on it as loan, on this loan. The minute you pay off this 10,000, this 20%, where does it go? You saved it yourself. So this is the 20%. So it's almost like you invested the money, this 10,000, 20%, it comes back to your pocket. So remember the question. If your bank says that, oh, you know what? Your bank says, oh, you know what? If you put this money here, I'm going to give you 20%. That's that 20% that is back in your pocket. And always remember, a lender, or is it a borrower, is always a slave to the lender. The person that gives you money, right? The person that takes money from someone is always a slave to the person that gives out the money. So you don't want to be a slave. It's okay to be a slave for the mortgage because that one, I'm okay to be a slave to my 1.75 interest with Chase. Okay, that's my mortgage on one of my property, 1.75. Thank you so much for the roses, right? So that's why you have to pay this off. You are chasing return on investment. You are chasing ETF. I want to invest. Dr. Lina, let's talk about a lot of people are waiting here. Thank you so much for the roses. A lot of people are waiting here so that I can teach ETF. They are waiting. But you have a credit card debt of 20. Go and fix that one first. Because that ETF that I want to talk about will give you maybe 15%. Maybe it gives you 8% to 22%. Or maybe 25%. And it's not guaranteed. It's average. But then this one is guaranteed. So take care of this one. Debt payoff is the next step, and a lot of people make that mistake. All right, any question? Are we clear, or you are still arguing that? Because I get this every single time. You are still arguing that, oh, you know what, I still have to invest before. Do you agree that we pay off the debt that is greater than 10% before investing? Right? If you agree, put I agree, or yes, I agree. The first thing. So how do we pay this debt off? How? There's something called the snowball method. You agree. Thank you. We're closely following. Thank you so much. And if you are just joining us, welcome in. Click on the follow button. We're talking about the right order to build wealth. You're doing us a disservice, right? Don't do us the disservice of just sitting, taking all the notes, learning all those things, and not clicking on the follow button. Yeah, click on the follow button. And because we're talking about the right order to build wealth. When there's a right order, that means there's also a wrong order. Wrong order is you get your income, you go straight to investing, right? That's what you're doing, right? Tina, latest millionaire in town. As a matter of fact, let's give everyone, if you're just new here, you've not clicked on that follow button, click on that follow button. Let's give them 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's quickly do that. Click on the plus sign. I want to know how. Click on that follow button. Let's give them 1 minute. You're just joining us. Click on that follow button if you have not done so. We're talking about the right order to building wealth. So the debt to pay off, the snowball method. Another method is called the avalanche method. Yeah, I know you're thinking it's a G. No, it's a CH. Then the last one is debt consolidation. These are the three methods. Now there's some other ones like using ELOC, like using your 401k or retirement, taking loan from those places and paying it off. I do not really support that, but then there are just also strategies. What is snowball method? Snowball method simply says that you get motivation, right? Eto Biggie, latest millionaire. Snowball method is simply a method whereby you need motivation because maybe you're already getting drowned in this debt. And you need motivation to see a light at the end of the tunnel. The focus is that you start from the smallest and you start growing it to the biggest. So let's say that you have a debt of 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, right? And the one of 10,000. You start with the 1,000. Pay off the $1,000 first. Okay? Pay off the $1,000. You're not looking at the interest. You're not looking at anything. You're just focused on paying off the one with the least balance. So the least balance is the case here. The least balance is this one. Focus on the least balance. Pay that one off first. $1,000 in this case. Once you have taken care of then you go to the next one, $3,000. You pay it off. Like that, like that. This is going to motivate you. Remember, it's going to take you a longer time. It's going to take you a longer time. Kusi, latest millionaire in town. It's going to take you a longer time to pay off 10,000 compared to 1,000. Right? So it's going to motivate you. If it's just like, have you seen when people go on Dave Ramsey's show and they're like, I am debt free, something of that nature? It's feeling of relief. So you'll be relieved that, oh, okay, you know what, I've taken care of one. So focus on the least balance. The avalanche method on the other end says something. The avalanche method says that focus, this one puts more money in the pocket. Is it over asset, right? K Brown, is it on asset or is it on liability? Is it on asset or in liability? Because if it's on asset, some of us owe over $1 million. Some of us owe over $1 billion. So if your own 50,000 is small, okay? Some of us owe on close to $1 million if credit card. No, that's bad. All right, so you need to take care of it. You need to create a plan, a solid plan. You need to create a solid plan on how to go about it. Avalanche method, right, is the second method. The second method, which is this. What is this? What is this all about? It says that focus on the one, iBox Ghana, latest millionaire. You need to know how. That's what we're talking about. So you need to know how. It starts with your income. And another thing is that, and let's put the strategy here. One of the strategies I'm going to teach you is you will not like me. And I'm going to teach everyone this. You have to tackle it head on. What is that? If you have to drive Uber, drive Uber. If you have to do Uber Eats or rent out something, do something else aside from what you're doing today. Aside from, and use it to tackle off, pay off that debt. Okay? Take it and know that, okay, if it's just 2 months you're going to do it, then you know that, okay, I'm doing this and the purpose of this. I've told you about the engineer in Canada, one of my clients, that he said, he's behind on his retirement. He's a civil and he's making good money. Apple, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. He's making good money because I'll tell you the truth. I'm not one of those people that would sugarcoat it, right? Because, truth is the truth. White is white, black is black. There's nothing in between. So, Dachi TV, welcome and click on that follow button. If you're just joining us, we're talking about the right order to building wealth. And now we're talking about debt payoff. The method you can use in paying off debt. That's what we're doing. We're talking about God, a God. Latest millionaire in town. As a matter of fact, you've been here 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Click on that follow button if you have not done so. You don't know how to go about it. There's a plus sign in front of your name. Click on it and you will be part of the $1 Million League family. Let's also get our daily admin. That would be great. If you can give the gallery, that would be much appreciated. Go Poppy, let's help this life, and let's keep tapping out the life as well. Maybe we'll get to 100,000 taps today. That would be absolutely amazing. That would be amazing. Yeah, awesome. Sequi Andrew, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Yeah, don't just sit here not clicking the follow button, not tapping out the live, not doing it. The algorithm will assume that you're a BOT, or it would assume that you're a scammer, or you don't find value here, and it would, you're just doing us a disservice. So please don't do us a disservice. You're getting value, so don't do us a disservice. Click on the follow button, tap out the live, get your daily admin, share out the live, and let us welcome you to the League of Millionaires. Those anticipating to become a millionaire someday in dollars, and those that are already multi-millionaires, and those that are multi-millionaires, those that are trying to become deca-millionaires, okay? Yeah, and those that, their account doesn't look like it right now, but they have the mindset shift. They're working towards it. They are the trailblazer, the first set in their family, the first to do it, to say, I make it happen. The first millionaire in the family. Sigma Mind, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Awesome. So, the strategy, if you have to do extra hours, this is the only time I will tell you, either to take money, take your time, trade your time for money. If it's to pay off debt, trade yourself. I'm one of my clients on my mentorship program. That's what she did. She's taking extra job to be able to pay off her debt. She took care of that in two months. Now she's on her way to buy her first property. Shola, latest millionaire in town. Now she's on her way to buy her first property, right? That's what she did. So if you have to take extra shift to put money towards the debt payoff, another way is put money towards, investing when we get to that, right? Maybe you're already behind on your retirement and all of that. You're already in your 50s, right? Remember, supplement your income. That's what that means. You can do extra shift so that you put it definitely, specifically, and putting it towards maxing out my Roth, maxing out my pension, whatever, maxing out my 401k or whatever. That's what that is. And it's not going to be for shoes and purse and, party and everything and all those club spending. All right. So that's the strategy for you. Avalanche method on the other, I talked about snowball method as methods to pay off debt. Least balance, that is snowball method, right? Least balance, focus on the one with the least balance. 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. The least balance is 1,000. The one with the least balance, regardless of the interest. So focus on that, pay that off. Now you go to the next one, debt. The next one. Thank you so much for the Go Populars. Go Populars really, really help this life, because it makes us popular. So I really appreciate that. Everyone doing that and gifting the gallery. Now, avalanche method on the other hand puts more money in your pocket. Why? Because think about it. The $1,000 is 15% interest, right? The $10,000 is 32% interest. The 5,000 is 28%. The 3,000 is 22%. Let's just hypothetically. Now, you would, Avalanche says, focus on the one with the 32% interest, because that's the one that you're paying more interest on. You want to tackle that. So at the end of the whole thing, so look at the ranking from the one with, you need to know what is the interest first. What is the interest? What interest am I paying? The one with the highest interest is what you tackle, regardless of the balance, right? Regardless of how much you owe. So that is avalanche method. So it is the one with the highest interest. That's what this one is the least balance, the one with the highest interest. That's another method. That's it. Now there's the third one, which is debt consolidation. And this one I typically don't talk about it much, because I only talk about it when I'm talking to you one-on-one like this. I have one that's 16% there. So the K Brown for God, you need to list each and everything. The first step is for you to list it out, the balances, and look at the interest of each of them. Okay? List each of them, right? That's it. Then you'll be able to use whichever method works for you. Maybe you need motivation or you want to put more money in your pocket, whichever one works for you. Now, debt consolidation, I typically don't even put it in videos. You know why? It starts with the mindset first. If you have a mindset that brought you into that debt position, or a situation that kept you in that debt position, you don't have any business with debt consolidation, because you'll be worse off from where you are starting from. What do I mean? Debt consolidation is saying that you have debt in Bank of America, Chase, you also have SoFi, also have loan, and we're talking about debt above 10%, by the way, credit card debt. And so you bring all of those things together. You now change it, you move it from all of this and now give it to one person. In the process of doing that, you are probably going to pay a flat transfer fee. Now, this new person might say that, okay, you know what, don't pay interest for another 12 months or 24 months. A smart person, what he would do is that pay off this debt within that 24 months, because remember, you've eliminated the 32%, you've eliminated the 16%, you've eliminated, because you're not paying interest for 12 months. But what you pay is a flat fee, right? Maybe a 3% or 2% transfer fee, right? And then that's what African government is doing. Okay, all right, I don't know. All right, so you have a flat fee, right? Now, this flat fee that you have, right, if you pay it off, you are good for it. But if the mindset that you have, okay, to pay off the debt, the mindset that you have that kept you into that debt situation, if you still have it, you are not going to pay it in that 12 months. So you're just going to pay a flat transfer fee for nothing. And your debt is still going to be staring up at you at the face by the end of the day. So you're going to be worse off because you're going to be paying a flat fee. And then you will not be disciplined enough, because now there's nothing watching you, because it was something that is watching you to pay minimum payments before. Now there's nothing watching you because you have 24 hours or 12 months or 24 months of leeway. And another set of people will even start accumulating more debt, because this one, they think they've taken care of it, right? So those are the three major methods of paying off. You know yourself. You know the category that works for you, okay? Vona Wish, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in, right? You know where you are, right? Choose the one that works for you, all right? Choose and do it and tread carefully. Best of whatever, choose, just stay with small ball and avalanche and take care of it with that, right? So you're under pressure, right? You're having stress. You're not sleeping too well at night because you have that debt, right? That you're paying interest on. Versus this one, you have peace of mind for 12 months and then you have heart attack after 12 months. Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. Thank you so much. If you're just joining us, welcome in. Click on that follow button. Click on the follow button. And if you have not gotten, if you can give the gallery, that would be much appreciated. If you were sitting there for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, right? It means that you found value. Click on that follow button. We're talking about the right order to building wealth. And one of the things is that don't just jump straight to. It's the wrong order. You're following a wrong order. Remember, building wealth. If you just jump straight to investing here. Engineer George, latest millionaire in town. So why is these 2 steps important, right? Why don't you just jump straight to investing? Emergency funds, like I talked about. In a case there's an emergency, a lot of people, you have built wealth, you have invested, and one single emergency wipes you out. Why? Because you did not make provision for emergency fund. You probably put it in investment, and then the day the stock market is down, that's when emergency happened, then you had to sell at a loss. So all of the gains on your investment, you lost it in one day, and then you even made loss on your money. That's why you set your money in an high yield savings account. That's why you need to take care of this. Another thing is that some people do not set money for emergency fund. In an emergency happens, guess what? They do not have safety net. Guess what? They end up taking payday loans, high interest debt. And guess what? Everything that they built over time wiped up, because now they are the slave to the master, right? They are slave to the lender, right? Because they have just been forced to go and take loans that are at high interest rate. Okay? Loans that are very, very high. That's what they took. So That's, that's why these two, that one is important. Debt consolidation already, I also already talked. I mean, the debt payoff, set the money in the high yield. So high yield, so it's high yield savings account, HYSA, high yield savings account. Thank you so much. So Google it, best high yield savings accounts in your country and in your country and the month of the year. The same thing, debt payoff, right? The debt payoff, if you imagine you're paying, you went to invest, your return is 15%, but you're paying a debt of 20%. You're paying a debt, your debt head is at 20%. Latest millionaire head. Your debt is at 20%, but your return on investment is at 15%, which is not even too guaranteed, right? Guess what? Every single month, you are still at a deficit of 5%, which you are paying on a guaranteed interest on a debt. Okay? So you are better off, paying off that debt, right? And then come on a fresh slate. You taking care of your emergency fund. You come on a fresh slate and put it in and put it and start investing after. All right. Please, can you tell me an example of that account in SoFi? Right? SoFi will give you 4% and you get $400. Vonawish, right? When you do that, okay, all you people, Uche, I'm calling you again. All you people that got $400 free, put it in the comments. I was asking yesterday. All you people that got the free $400, okay, I'm not associated with them in any way. As a matter of fact, I need to reach out to them because now I'm recommending a lot of people. I need to reach out to SoFi, right? I need to reach out to them. Let me do something for them because quite a number of people are opening accounts through me, and I don't know them in any way. They don't even know me. SoFi is this. SoFi, just go on Google. SoFi, SOFI. Capital One is also going to give you 3%, right? Who else again? Quite a number. Just go. There's a lot of them. There's they're quite a number. CIT. They're quite a number. Just go on Google. Best IE savings account. Yeah, best IE save. Yes, I should, right? Best IE savings account in July 2026. July 2020, August 2026. Put your country, and if you're not in the United States, in Canada there is, in the UK, in other places there is. I used them and they switched it to 0.8. No, it doesn't work. They did not. There's something that is off. There's something, I know that there's something that is off. FNF, right? There's something that is off. Did you do a direct deposit with them? Because they might go and look at the terms and condition, right? They go and look at it. They might say direct deposit or something. There's something that, because I still checked it, it's still at 3.8%, and then you did direct deposit. I'm still checking it as yesterday was 3.8%. Then you also get additional 0.7%. Boa, latest millionaire in town. Yeah, Gary, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you're just joining us, click on that follow button, right? There's something, or reach out to them, okay? It does say, but you have to select the one where you pay monthly. You pay monthly. Yeah, so that's direct deposit. It has to come from your employer. Direct deposit, you can't do one time. I said there's something because you would have go and read the terms and condition. There's the term and condition. Always read the fine print, guys. Always read. That's why I said there's something. They put the terms and condition. They'll say open the account and just look at it. Open the account. They'll say there's a direct deposit. Even if it's $1 that's coming every single month, right? You can do it with your employer. You pay a monthly fee. You pay a monthly fee. No, you don't pay a monthly fee. You don't. Are you talking about the right SoFi? Guys, if you have a SoFi account, please comment it. Please, all the people with the SoFi account, I know quite a number of people have. And let me know if you're having a similar issue. Let me know if you're having a similar issue. As a matter of fact, it's still in their website right there. All right. So that's number 4. Number 4, if anybody can help her out, FNF, okay? If you can help her out, that would be amazing. So far, it's legit. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, if you've gotten it, just, yeah, if you, I mean, there are quite a number of people here. I know Andrew, I know Uche, those people have gotten $400 and they're getting their 4%. So I don't have so far, but I know of people that they come here and they say, oh, Dr. Lina, thank you. I got my money. I got my money. That's why I was calling their names, right? So you just need to go back or call them on the phone. Call them. This is the situation. They will tell you exactly what the issue is, what you need to do differently, okay? So let's go. Number 4. Now, what everybody has been waiting for. Until now, this is when you now go to something called investing. No, investing cannot be in red. No, 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 no. Investing cannot be in red. Investing cannot be in red. What are we doing? Investing is what? It's something called investing. Investing. This is where, up to this point, your money is not, I mean, this is where the wealth is being built, guys. Number 4. Now, this is the right order. So if you ask me, Dr. Lina, what was the strategy that you used to becoming, how did you get to that multimillionaire status in your 30s? This is the step. Making sure that I pay off my credit card. I have credit cards, but I pay them within the billing cycle. So I don't get to pay interest on it every single month, right? I use them like a debit card, right? I'm using it to build my credit, right? All of those things is what I do. Let's keep tapping out the live. If you're just joining us, welcome in. Click on that follow button. Click on the, can you move your head? Oh, okay. Let me move my head. Let me move my head. Okay, take a screenshot. This is the exact strategy. Now we are getting to investing. So whenever I talk about investing, because that's the next step. Okay, you got it. All right. Whenever I talk about investing, what do we invest in? Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for filling the gift gallery. So whenever we talk about investing, where's my iPad? Okay. This iPad is, I'm supposed to do a software update on it. It's annoying. It's annoying me. By the way, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, we're almost 10,000 here in less than 2 months. And then on the YouTube, we are like less than 1,000. Can we all go there today? Show you some love. If we all go there, we would subscribe. And trust me, I have videos being released. Also, the recording of every live. So if you missed the live or you join a live late, you would find the recording of the live in the what's it called, in the live section, in the live tab on YouTube. So what is okay, it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Please let me drop the link, guys. Let me and also on Instagram it's the same thing. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Let's go and subscribe. All the OGs in the house. Yeah, it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. On Instagram it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina as well. Everywhere is the same picture, the same name, so you cannot mix it. And we're not having the issues on YouTube, and we're not having issues on Instagram as well when it comes to all those scammers and all those fake accounts that are being created on TikTok. But we're going to resolve the issue very soon because we are verified on YouTube. I mean, on Instagram. But very soon we should be verified here on TikTok as well. Yeah, this is value. Thank you so much. God bless you too. Now let's now go on investing. And we're going to be wrapping up the class today on investing, and we'll continue tomorrow. We're going to start from investing tomorrow. Now, when we talk about investing, we talk about three things is what we talk about when we come to investing in this community. 3 things. And I'm going to show you that 3 things using the multimillionaires wealth blueprint. So tomorrow, hold me accountable. I'm going to show you exactly, like the rule of 72. I'm going to show you investing as well. We're going to start with the first one. Then we do the tomorrow is Thursday. So we're going to do it for the next 2 days, Thursday, Friday. Then Saturday, we're going to talk about either Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then on Sunday, we're going to talk about protection. What time, Doc? 8 p.m. Central Time. Don't quote me on that, because if I need my beauty sleep, I sleep. TikTok doesn't pay me, okay? So TikTok doesn't pay my bills. So if I need to sleep, I will sleep, and then I might join maybe like 9. So turn on notification bell. Subscribe on the YouTube channel, turn on notification bell, because I'm streaming on both devices, central. I'm streaming on 2 platforms on the same time. So yeah. So if you are just joining, click on that follow button. We'll soon be rounding up. It's 11:58 Central Time, almost 12 midnight my time. Okay, almost 12 midnight. You need it. Yeah, you're most welcome. So let me quickly show this. So whenever we are talking about invest, the smart buy, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. If you are just joining us, welcome in. We are almost rounding up with the live, so click on the follow button. Join us tomorrow, and as well, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you have missed a part of today and yesterday, the live recording is going to be at on the live tab, and it's on Money Talk with Dr. Lina. So look at it right here. Where does the multimillionaire, where do they put their money? This is what guides us on where we're going to invest. Remember, it starts with your income. That income, you're going to put some money aside. Remember, let's quickly show this for those that are just joining. Remember, your income, you put some of it towards bills and lifestyle, which is depreciating lifestyle liability. You put some of it towards appreciating cash flowing asset. This is going to grow and give you cash flow that you can enjoy your life, but you're going to delay the gratification. That appreciating cash flowing, right, is going to start giving you so many income: rental income, dividend income, investment income, business income, multiple income, that it replaces this income right here. And that is what is called financial freedom. Financial freedom, then you buy back your time, right? You buy back your peace, because you are going to be protecting it. You're going to have some network, you build huge, better network, right? Because now you're going to, build wealth, and you have the right people in your corner, and your health is going to be okay. And of course, you have the money that you need to live your life, right? So that's the entire flow. But this income, now that you have splitted this ACA that is here, the cash, the appreciating asset that we talked about, right? Now let's not go here. What is that thing? My 2 latest millionaire in town. So look at it. Where is that? Because you also need to put it in the right soil. This is a soil, right? If you put it in the wrong place, right? If you go and put it in something that is insurance, they call it, but it's something that is insurance, they call it an investment for you, and you put your money there. Yeah. And then after 3 years, you're trying to take your money, and they said, there's no money anywhere. Right? That is not a good soil. All right. So where do the multimillionaire put their money? So by the time we are talking about this tomorrow, you would understand why we chose this kind of places to put our money. Where does the multimillionaire put their money? Because there's so many BS on the social media space, right? I'm going to read it out, right? There's so many, but you can Google it yourself. There's so many, what's it called? There's so many BS on social media space. Always trust. Trust, but always verify. All right? Let ChatGPT be your friend. Let Google be your friend. You want to protect yourself. At the end of the whole thing is your money. If you lose your money, it's not Dr. Lina's money. If you lose your money, it's not Call to Lips money, or Alex on the Budget, or Dave Ramsey, or Tony Robbins. Right? Right? You started, yeah, I don't do IUL at all. And I do not encourage you to do that, guys. All right? Separate insurance from your investment, okay? Separate insurance from your investment. Where did the multimillionaire, right? And you will see the reason why I said what I said, and I stick by what I said, okay? Where does the multimillionaire put their money? Multimillionaire rarely keep large sums in standard retail checking account. So if you put your money in the bank account, in a checking account, you're not building wealth, because this is the multimillionaire's wealth blueprint. Okay? This is the multimillionaire's wealth blueprint. And good job. Hopefully we can get to 100,000 taps today. Let's all tap it out. Really appreciate everyone doing that. If you haven't got to your daily at me, get your daily at me. If you're just joining us, click on that follow button. We're talking about the right order to building wealth, right? And now we are on the step of, it starts with income. Number 2 is emergency fund. Number 3 is debt payoff. And now we are on investment. You don't have any business in investment if you have not taken care of emergency fund, or you have not taken care of your debt that is greater than 10%. Guy Dovan, thank you so much for getting your daily at me, right? So it says, so putting your money in a checking account. Which account do we put it? High yield savings account, giving you 3 to 5%, right? Or higher in your own country, right? Instead, they typically distribute their wealth across 4 pillars. These 4 pillars is where this is what we follow. Because you want to become a multi-millionaires. These are the multi-millionaires. They are Googled. Google is telling us where they put their money, right? So this is like a cheat code. This is, in short, when I found this, remember I said I lost $99,000 in the stock market 6 years ago. When I found this, right, that explained why I lost what I lost and what I built before, why I built it, before doing that, right? If only I'd checked this, done this research, right? If only I'd done this research, right, I would not have lost the money that I lost, right? Because it's very clear. Number 1, private banking and cash equivalent, right? Liquid cash is kept in private wealth management, all right, account, treasury bills, and money market funds to manage inflation and expand FDIC coverage. So they put some money liquid, just like we have our emergency fund. They put some of the liquid funds, remember we talked about that, in an IU savings account. I prefer the IU savings account because that's the most liquid form. Your money is in that account. You don't need to talk to anybody. It's in that account, but it's giving you the interest rate that you are getting from, maybe a treasury bill or whatever, or it's a similar interest rate. So why should you look for another product when this is the most liquid it can be? Okay, that's why I go with the option of the IU savings account. So number 2, is that same as CD? No, CD is, you are locking your money away. IU savings account is your regular bank account. It's like your Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. The only difference is that the bank gives you a better interest. That's all. One gives you 0.01%, one decides to give you 4%. SoFi gives you 4%, Capital One gives you 3%, Bank of America gives you 0.01%, Chase gives you 0. That's just the difference. The same class of account, nothing is different. Okay? As a matter of fact, with Chase, that's the story for another day. All right? So number 2, equity and funds. Most wealth is tied up in diversified portfolio. Can you see diversified? Diversification. I want you to take note of that. Diversification. So it means that spreading. What is diversified? Right? Ignorance. Right? It's okay. No, you're getting knowledge. Some people are here, they're quiet, they're not asking questions, but they don't even know. Right? So I like it when someone asks questions, right? And no question is wrong. No question is wrong. All right? Because now CD is different from IU savings account, right? Now you know, right? So equity, diversification is key, right? Diversified portfolio, such as mutual funds, ETF. Can you see ETF? Okay, and direct business investment. ETF, direct business investment. That's number 2 places where we put our money. Remember the ACA where are we going to put that money that we have set aside here? Where do we put the money? It is ETF, exchange traded funds, businesses. Why? Where does the multimillionaire put their money? Right there. That's it. Now, to maximize long-term growth. So if you are doing short-term growth, you are not investing like them. Long-term, medium, long-term growth, right? And direct business investment to maximize long-term growth. So focus is on compound interest, time in the market versus timing the market. Their goal is diversification, right? In a fund's risk management. 3 is long term, right, versus short term investing. So if you are doing the direct opposite of that, you are buying today, you are selling tomorrow, you are looking for when the market is down, right? Then you are not investing like them. You are not an investor, you are just a trader. As a matter of fact, in the stock market, we have 4 categories of people. One, those that are gamblers, right? Like I did 6 years ago, or many years ago, right? Where I was putting my money in options trading. You agree, stock goes up. Yes, you are so true. You stock goes up, it goes down, right? If it goes up, you make more money. If it goes down, you lose money. If you go sideways, your money is decaying. Yeah, right? So that's it, right? Gambling. There's gambling in the stock market. There's the other category, speculators. You went to buy SpaceX, you don't know the reason why you bought it. Oh, it's the next big thing. It's the next hype. Okay, GameStop was going, right? Oh, it's going to the moon and it's going to the sky, but it did not go anywhere, right? That is it, right there, right? Those are speculators. You don't know the reason, but you're just following the crowd because the social media is saying, because social media says this is the best right now. That doesn't change the fact that about the data about that company that is not. Okay, so no, do your own research yourself, right? Then number 3, right? They are the ones that do have multiple screens in front of them. They buy they buy this minute, the next minute they are selling. There's somebody called traders. That's their full-time job, is their job, right? They buy today, they buy this minute, right? They sell the second. Ghost trading. There's another one, ghost. Then you need to run, grow with love. You need to run. Please educate us on what ghost trading is. Life of a black boy, latest millionaire in town. If you are just joining us, click on the follow button. If you're just joining us, click on that follow button. We'll soon be wrapping up with the live. We're talking about the exact order, the right order to building wealth. The right order to build wealth, right? It means that where there's a right order, there's also a wrong way, right? There's a wrong order to building wealth. So if you skip emergency fund, you skip debt payoff that is greater than 10%, that's the wrong order. Or you jump straight to investing, and then when you are investing, you are not investing, you are gambling. That is the wrong order, and that's why so many people are not building wealth, right? And you're saying, oh, but they said they should do this. They said, That's because you're not investing, you're gambling. You buy now, you're looking for when is Dr. Lina, when is the best time to buy the stock, to buy stock? Best time was 30 years ago. Another better time is today. Okay? All right? Okay. All right. So don't stop asking me when is the best time. Best time was 45 years ago. Another better time is now. Now. That's it. Understand that. And you are buying it consistently every single paycheck. Now you are investing, right? Now we have the last category where we fall. We are investors, dollar cost averaging, long-term investing, compound interest, diversification, risk management, research. Those are key, okay? Because the goal here is that we don't lose money, right? We do not lose money, right? At the minimum, our principal is protected. That's it. And as a matter of fact, if you invest, let's say in an S&P 500, or in this, your chances of losing money doing this to 0%, like zero, like guaranteed zero after 20 years, right? Which is not possible. You don't, I mean, it's returned how many? 15%, 8% average, 10%, right? In the past 40 years, okay? So that's it. Maximize long-term growth. And that's what I missed in my own case. If you are just joining us, welcome in. We're going to be wrapping up with the live. Click on that follow button. Join us tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Time. And we're talking about the exact order to building wealth. Right now, we're looking at where does the multimillionaires, where do they put their money, okay? And this is the strategy that I use as a, to become, the strategy that I use to become, to attain the multimillionaire status in my 30s. What's the difference between S&P 500 and ETF? Is that S&P 500 is a type, is one of thousands of ETF that exist. Our SBM, latest millionaire in town. So if you're just joining now, you've not clicked on that follow button, make sure you do that. Join us tomorrow. We'll be talking in full about ETF tomorrow. In full, right? Then where else did they put their money? Thank you so much for the roses. Zivon, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Right? Real estate, okay? Can you see the next thing? Thank you so much, Guy Devon. Right, Vonanish. Thank you so much. Right, so look at it. Real estate. Real estate is the other thing. I'm not the one that created it. This is Google. Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. This is Google, guys. It's not me. All right. This is not me. I'll be on time tomorrow. And if you the one that you missed today, go on YouTube, Volan Rich. What I want you to do, go and subscribe to the YouTube channel now. Come back right after. Come back right after. Do it right now. Turn on notification bell. All right. And then go into the YouTube, go to the live tab. Go to the live tab. Please read my message. What message is that? You need to resend it because my box is full. Full. Okay? My box is full. And if you want to type, if it's something that you can type right now, that would be great if I can help you out right now. Yeah, but after the live, you can type it after the live so it's on top and I'll be on the lookout for it. Okay, thank you, Nunu, for the roses, right? Yeah, so real estate, the last, you see the third one, real estate. High net worth individuals own a high value primary residences, commercial properties, and reach to generate passive income and act as edge against inflation. Can you see real estate? So everything we're talking about here, I'm going there. Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Everyone go there. You would also find, if you go on the live tab, right? If you go on the live tab, you would find, and please, all the OGs in the house, please drop the link for them as well if you can. If you can just drop, I really appreciate you dropping the link. We are really, pushing the youth because right now, today I just dropped the latest video at 9 p.m. Central. So many fake accounts of you. Please, what are you doing to stop them? There's nothing I can do to stop them than to tell you to click on the follow button. Very soon we'll get verified. Very soon we'll get verified. All you have to do is to report and block them. It's not just me because, like I said, we have high net worth individuals here. We're talking about money, right? So also is the crazy people, right? AKA the scammers and all of that, right? That's why you see that sometimes you see that the mods just come in. If you don't click on the follow button, they block, right? Because we know that they are on those fake accounts and they are in this life, right? They are here right now as I speak. They are here. That's why I always say click on that follow button, and because we will block because we've been blocking and blocking them. We keep blocking them, right? They are here. All right. So what if you have not clicked on the follow button? Sorry, I don't know how to help you. If you, I don't know how to help, but for all those people that are doing those, right? All you have to do is to report and block them. It's not just me. They're quite, I don't even think God should punish them before, forgive them after. You should punish them and forgive them after. Right? Because they're trying to steal from mommy. And I don't think anybody's falling for those things at this point. I don't think anybody's falling for it because I say it every time in my life. So if you have not clicked on the follow button, click on that follow button now. Oh, yeah, IK News. The other thing is that if you go here, go here, then you see, click on that. There's another small picture of me. You will come up, click on that, then click on that picture, then customize it to be the real Money Talk with Dr. Lina, or call it real, whatever you want to call it. Name it, customize it so you know. The other thing that I've been doing is that I stopped following anyone. I stopped following, okay? So if somebody follows you, you know that is the fake, I know that that's fake Dr. Lina, okay? And the other thing is that if you see under the name, my name is Money Talk with Dr. Lina and at Money Talk with Dr. Lina. In their own case, they might have at Money Talk with Dr. Lina, right? This is my name right here that Uche put up there. That's my name on YouTube, on Instagram, right? That's my name, okay? I don't want to spend so much energy on them anymore. What you need to do is to report and block them. Very soon we will be verified. Very soon we should soon be verified, and then once we are verified, that's over. That will resolve the issue. But my advice to anyone that is here, if you value this life, you think it's something that you want, right? Click on that follow button. So if somebody follows you, you know that it's not Dr. Lina, okay? You know, right? You know it's not Dr. Lina. So, but if you go and fall for it, maybe you want to go and search after, right? Then, well, I cannot help you in that situation. I put it out. Thank you so much value. Awesome. So, high net worth individuals own you can see properties, so you can see real estate. So, in case you are wondering, where is all this three? Dr. Lina, why are you not talking about cryptocurrency? Dr. Lina, why are you not talking about IUL? That's because I don't have any business with those things. I only follow, I mind my business, drink a lot of water. By the way, I should drink water now. All right. Okay. I mind my business to take a lot of water. So, see, not exactly. I still have them. I still have it. I still have it. But it's just that I buy it like an investment. I buy it. I started buying like a Bitcoin at 13,000. So even at 60,000, I'm still very profitable. But it's just that I don't talk about it, right? Because it's not on the list. Everybody, you need to have a standard, right? This is the standard. If I'm teaching you, I need to know. You need to be able to corroborate it, right? You need to be able to corroborate it. So if crypto is not here, then I'm telling you, do crypto. What are we talking about? There's nothing to corroborate, right? Because there's no data around it. Specialized structure. So when somebody comes, IUL is the latest something, is the next generation, is the what did they call it now? They said they call it now the millionaire rot. I'm like, the millionaire rot. Oh my gosh. Anyway, since it's not here, I don't have any business with it. So guys, stick with me. The last thing is what we do. Protection, specialized structure through a dedicated family office or specialized tax advantage trust. They manage estate planning, conscious assets, and invest in alternative assets. So basically, remember what we talked about. 1 is build, 2 is protect, number 3 is transfer, generational wealth, protection, all those things, and of course building. So we've talked about building right now. Okay, investing is part of building. Dorcas, latest millionaire in town. Investment is part of building. Okay, so that's it. Now we're going to be talking about protection and then transfer, right? I mean, at some point, Dr. Lina is going to become 100. I need to pass it on the baton to the next generation. You cannot get to that. Maybe I'm now a decade or multiple decade millionaire at that time. I need to be able to know how to plan it in such a way that my wealth is not transferred to the wrong hands. It's transferred to my children and my children's children, and it's built. So think about people like the Rockefeller family. Amen. And you too, right? The Rockefeller family. How are they still being able to be relevant till now? All of those kind of things. So those are the things that we talk about. So it's not just about the money. It's about building it, long-term wealth generation, long-term. All right, so we're going to wrap it up here, and we're going to pick up from there tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to start with the ETF, okay? We're going to talk about investing. I'm going to still do a little bit of the intro. Mina Joa later. Welcome. Is that what Z Trust comes in? I'm not sure what Z Trust is. Living Trust is what I know, okay? I'm not sure. Yeah, Living Trust, yeah. We're going to be talking about that at some point, yeah. So I'm not an expert in that, but of course, I'm just going to guide you. These are things that you need to do. These are all of those kind of things. So protection. So that is, yeah. So that's the entire flow. Ali, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. All right. So tomorrow we'll start with ETF. Okay. It's already past. It's almost 12. It's 12:21 Central Time, my time. And those on the YouTube, so good to see you. Thank you for sticking around today. I'll see you guys later. We've already done 3 hours already.